Turn the music off, I guess. Good evening, and welcome to you all. I'm Abs of October Red, and guess what? It's Saturday, so you know what that means. It's Fight Night Live Watch Along. Interesting last fight with Dan Aziz. We're just waiting for the fight now to begin with Jack Massey and Isaac Chamberlain for the vacated EBU belt. I'm looking forward to this fight, actually. Even though Cieslak was a good fight, I think this is a better fight, if that makes sense, because we know about Jack Massey. We know that he's very experienced, as is Isaac in the cruiserweight division. So we do know that I think this is gonna be the fight that's gonna set everything alight. But while they're getting into the ring and moving around, let me know what you thought of Dan Aziz's performance. Interesting. It's his first fight back. He's got a little bit of ring rust. Once again, the coach is in the corner telling him what to do, but we weren't really getting anything back from Dan. Tough one. I think it was probably too close to give it a win to Sepp, so I kind of get why it was a draw. Combat fights are always going to be tough, yeah. Even though it wasn't a bad loss to Joshua Buatsi, it's still a loss. So, but you heard him; he was trying to take everything in, what the coach was saying, being respectful, but it just didn't seem to be getting through into the fight. They were met in the middle. The fight went how we thought it was going to go, but I just wanted to see a little bit more aggression from Dan Aziz. The Dan Aziz that fought, to me, one of my favourite fights was when he fought Jose Burton. That kind of Dan Aziz, that's the Dan Aziz that I like, that aggressive, come forward, jumping into the shots. We didn't see that today, but look, it's the road back. It's a draw, so he's got to go once again back to the drawing board. I do believe that they're going to line him up for Ben Whittaker later on in the year. I think that's a fight that we can expect to see. Can't confirm it. It's just a feeling that I've got. I think that could be next. But anyway, I forgot my manners. Shout out to Pound for Pound Boxing. Jack, how you doing? Good evening. Here we go. I thought Dan lost 5-3, but I bet on a draw. Oh, your quid's in then. Nice one. No complaints there. Why? What? Are we starting already? You know what I forgot to do, Star Fox, and I love Star Fox because he's always on the banter, whether it's in the chat in here or literally under the YouTube videos that I post. I forgot to bring like a black funeral veil, because I was going to bring the wedding veil for one and the funeral veil for the other, and I didn't bother. I just thought, we'll see what happens. But good evening to you as well. I think it's actually Madonna Riakporhe. It's not actually October Riakporhe, is it? Really? Let's face it, that's gone. Raj, good evening to you. Good to see you here as well. Can't wait for the Whittaker fight and the main event. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Whittaker fight, but I'm not overlooking this one. This is the one that I'm really looking forward to. You know, Isaac Chamberlain, somebody that's been on the circuit for extremely long, has been in some tough fights, as has Jack Massey. This will be a good bout. Oh, listen, if I wasn't going to be there, it was obvious that I was going to do the watch along. I did want to go, but I didn't make it this time. But like I said, I love it here with you guys anyway. This is where I do like to be, because it's just like end the live and go to bed, not driving 100 and odd miles back to Birmingham or sleeping in some hotel and getting up and traveling back to Birmingham early in the morning. So yeah, no, I like this. I'm not complaining. Even though since Richard signed with Boxer, this is the first fight of his that I've missed, so I am a bit gutted about that. But c'est la vie. Right. Bit of on the record boxing saying that Riakporhe wins by KO round 4. I'm not going to predict it, but I do think it's going to go to a KO. Some pleasantries going on between you. I'll leave you two to have that continuous banter. Right. Isaac Chamberlain, 30, 18 fights. You know what? I thought he had more than that. Won 16 of those, 8 KOs and 2 losses. And we've got Chris Billam-Smith and Lawrence Okoli, both of them world champions now. So not bad losses to have on your record when we look at that. I like this one. October was at all the fights until the old woman took her place. It's mad, isn't it? It's kind of like it's a massive upgrade because obviously status and dough. But yeah, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. I don't want certain people coming after me because I've made any comments. But thank you for that, Mr. S. Listen, an upgrade's an upgrade. This stream was scheduled from before the fight was made. Of course, October Red was going to be here. I did schedule it just in case I didn't go. I'll do that quite a bit. Salute Young Red and the members of the chat. Young Red, you know what? I'm 46 in October, so I won't call myself young, but thank you very much, Jerome. Here we go, round one. Let's get into the fight. Jack Massey straight into the center of the ring, and Isaac Chamberlain gets in with the initial jab to the body from Massey. Lovely work to start off with Chamberlain. Jab head, jab body. A confident start. We like it. Massey's out of the Gallagher gym, isn't he? Up there in Liverpool alongside Natasha Jonas and Lawrence Okoli. I'm sure they may have exchanged some words on potentially how to beat him. Both guys in the clinch. The ref just shouts them to move, because they're not fighting in the clinch. And obviously Isaac Chamberlain, I think he train out of a Fiwi gym in Brixton. I know his trainer has been his trainer for a while now. Boxing Bobby, Coach Bobby, who also trains amateurs out of that gym. And we know Isaac is from the Hennessy club. So as Fran was earlier. It started quite well, actually. I thought there might have been a little bit cagey to start off with, but both of them are putting that work in. A nice stiff jab into the head of Chamberlain coming from Massey. But some good counters and the on jab coming back from Isaac. It looks fairly even at the moment. I'm going to say that it looks nicely matched. Right, both men in the orthodox stance. Some nice feints going in from Isaac as he manages to land the jab. Massey comes back with his own jab as Chamberlain continues to hit the body of Massey until the ref once again separates the two. We are 1 minute. Well, we've got 1 minute, 10 seconds left of round number one, going particularly quickly. Both men are really good with throwing out that jab. They've managed to find the range quite quickly, but in saying that, I think Isaac just fell short, but they're nicely in range. Head hunting could probably vary up the shots, which Isaac has done. He's thrown the jab to the body and come back up to the head. A little bit more activity and a little bit more variation coming in from Massey as he throws in an uppercut, throws out a double stiff jab. Jab once again from Chamberlain, but straight away Massey counters with his own. Good work here from both fighters. Good even match. I'm impressed. Overhand from Isaac. Just sweep the uppercut, which just narrowly misses the face of Massey. And we've got to remember, Massey went up to heavyweight to fight Joseph Parker. And I think they've said this several times, and it's true. That fight has aged very well. I think the clappers are gone. We're into the final 10 seconds of round number one. A very quick round, but both of the fighters, nice activity from both. I'm not going to score because you know what I'm like with the scores. Right, let's get back to the chat. Riakporhe by KO, watch and see. Madonna will run into the ring and they'll announce a duet album. I hope he's better at singing than Deontay Wilder. He might not be better at singing, but he's definitely a good rapper. Jay Lanks, good evening to you. Oh, look, it's Toby Ringel Bartlett. He's going to be upset because the Ringels aren't there tonight. But I've heard there's lots of entertainment. Just no Ringels, Toby, sorry. But we have got a Birmingham card next week that I'll be attending. I'll be there. There will be no watch along, all being well, with the headline being Tyler Denny versus Felix Cash. and that's in Birmingham Resorts World for the EBU title. Cannot wait for that. I'm having a good day, but I'm having a really nice day seeing you lot here as we go into round number 2. Right, here we go. Mr. S from Birmingham, representing the city. Shout out to you. I do love it when we get some Brummies in the chat. There's nothing quite like home. See, you know what I like about Isaac? The way that he feints the shot, he's able to move that jab hand around and then literally just dip into the body quick and come out. But what I'd like to see him do once he does that is possible just follow up on the shots, not just wait, not just throw that in and wait for something to come back. Follow up on it. We see Jack throwing out the double jab there, but more of a pouring jab, not that stiff or that sharp jab. It's a battle of the jabs at the moment. But a good fight. I like it. A bit of variation. That's it. That's better work. Isaac goes to the body with the jab, throws in a hook and an uppercut. Jack seems unfazed by this and marches forward, trying to establish his own jab. Some good parrying as well from Chamberlain, if I'm honest. Right, here we go. The jab to the head, jab to the body from Massey. Like it. Both men in the clinch. I'd like to see them like fight out the clinch instead of having the ref separate them, but I get it. It can be tiring when you start working in that clinch, especially if you're being squeezed by your opponent and your opponent may be stronger than you. Right, we've got just over 1 minute left in round number 2. Like I said, these rounds are going quite quickly, but both fighters extremely active, throwing punches, moving around the ring. How long can they keep this up for? Are we going to start to see a slowing down in the second half? You know, when you get comfortable and you think, I can't really see this going to a knockout, and then there's a sweet shot and one of them just goes down. It's these type of fights. If you've just joined us, I'm Abs of October Red. Welcome to the channel. We're doing a live watch along. There is no footage. It's just my dulcet tones as I do my own little commentary and engage with you guys as we speak boxing. Some nice combinations coming in there from Massey on the back of that. Right hand from Massey going into the head of Chamberlain. Yeah, nice work. Massey seems to be just pushing, just stepping up the gears a little bit now. We're seeing a little bit more pressure coming in from Massey. Seems to be getting comfortable, slipping the shots that are coming in from Isaac. Right, you can hear the corner shouting to Massey to counter the shots that are coming in as round number 2 finishes. Huggy Bear in the building. What, Lawrence is there? Huggy Bear. What's good? Oh, Mr. Flash, good evening. What's good, Abs? Got to say, Dan got the lucky draw. Had him winning 3 rounds. I think somebody else has said that in the chat. He was lethargic today. Yeah, I don't know. It would be good to like speak to Dan and like find out where that like oomph, where that magic has gone. But this is, like I said, this is his first fight back since his loss. It's a big venue. Is it occasion? We don't know. Oh, look, Kano's there. Shout out Kano. Oh dear, Pro Supplement saying, listen, people complain about Saudi atmosphere and it's dead here. Oh dear. But it must be dead if you've come on here to talk to me. You should be enjoying the fight. Right, we're looking at Chamberlain on the back foot there. More aggressive work from Massey. Both men are in the clinch at the moment. Massey's trying to work in the clinch, but nothing happening. The referee separates the two. A 1-2, a little bit wild from Massey there as Chamberlain gets him back into the clinch again, probably tying him up. I think what we're seeing now is Massey's quite close in range. He's really found that distance. So now he's starting to put a little bit more pressure on. and that inside fighting. Some real good combinations coming in, some hooks, the jabs. And this is the work coming in from Massey. Isaac's throwing out his jab, countering everything Isaac's throwing out. Massey is countering. The right hand as well that's coming in from Massey, he seems to time it perfectly, and it's landing every time he does it. Every time he throws it, that right hand is landing. Jab to the body coming in from Chamberlain to Massey there. Massey's center of the ring, goes into the jab, throws the 1-2. Like I said, that backhand is landing well. The jab comes out from Chamberlain. Both men once in the clinch again. Right, the jab going to the head of Massey. Sorry for the silence there. Both men were sort of like paused. But Massey's throwing the jab, also throwing the hook off that jab as well. So good work coming in from him. Isaac doesn't seem to be in proper range where he can really sit on his shots and potentially try and offload better. But once again, Massey is landing at will. Both men in the clinch. Ref jumps in to separate the two. 1, 2, 3. Counter, nice counter from Isaac. Isaac keeps on rubbing his nose, so I'm not sure if he's bleeding. I am watching this on the app on my phone, so I'm not sure if he's bleeding, but he's continuously rubbing his nose. Nice body work coming in from Isaac. This is what we want to see. Now Isaac starts to step the gears on. Step the gears on? Step the gears up. Put my teeth back in, ladies and gentlemen. Right, we got the 10 seconds, and what the coach would often say to you is make sure you win the round. So those last 30 seconds, those last 10 seconds, you make sure you're throwing hell for leather. Win the round, but don't be stupid with it and get caught, because then it could be lights out. 7 and 12, we're saying. I need to learn how to do the polls, because really I should have put a poll in the chat for you guys. So I'll learn how to do that next time. Walkouts are weird when it's still daylight. Bored silly. And nice to see you. I don't think I've seen you on here before. You know what? I've just noticed that not now that you've said it. Otherwise, I wouldn't even. I don't know. I just get zoned in. You know, when you hear everyone talking about the atmosphere and all, I've never really taken any notice of that. I'm just focused on the fighters. So the daylight stuff, I don't really mind. Oh, 12 threes. That's nice. I like this channel because I get that. Across the pond info. Really appreciate it. And across the pond, I'm going to hazard a guess. It's USA. So welcome to you. Let's have a look. Ring Girl saying I'm 54 years old. Well done. Age is a gift denied to many. And you'll always be young to me. You know what? I'll take that. I'll take Morticia Adams. Because I like my horror films. I like all of that vampire stuff. I like all of that. So yeah, I'll have Morticia Adams all day long. I just can't remember what her husband was called. But didn't they love each other dearly? Yes. Would you be cousin It then, Star Fox? Or would you be Lurch? Right, 1-2 coming in from Isaac. Lovely, beautiful jab. Nice, solid jabs. Landed on the face of Massey there from Chamberlain. I've just missed a minute gossiping in the chat. Some body work coming in from Isaac in the clinch. He keeps on tapping him. Massey keeps on tapping him after they get out of the clinch. 1-2 there. Isaac still attacking. I think it's Massey that's pulling Chamberlain into the clinch, The jab comes out from Massey once again. Jab once again. Isaac puts in those feints, keeps that jab hand moving. Get that target practice and then throws one into the body. Nice work. We're in round number 4 of 12. And I'm not going to lie, they're starting to look a little bit tired, but it has been an active 4 rounds for both men. We've got a minute left of round number 4, by the way, guys. Some body work coming in from Chamberlain. A lovely hook landed from Massey, but then Chamberlain counters with his own. Isaac putting the work in then, throwing in the uppercut. You've got 46 seconds. So Isaac starting to put the pressure on Massey there. Massey on the ropes, moving around, moving and shaking. Moves off the ropes, throws his arm back to Isaac. I think people underestimate the toughness of Isaac as well because he has been in some wars. He can fight. This is a really good matchup. Whoever wins this fight, they would have genuinely earned that belt. Saying that once again, we've got Massey in the center of the ring throwing a 1-2. Chamberlain throws a shot to the body. Massey's throws like sort of the hooks there. We've got the hooks to the body. And then double jab to Chamberlain from Massey. Isaac finishes with a jab. Both men back to the corner. Definitely will. And you enjoy your evening as well. Oh, Lawrence O'Connell's got a technical dream colour coat on. Every time I hear Jack's name, I have to say, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. It's a good way of remembering it. Jerry, good evening to you. Jerry Ryan, good evening, good evening. Emmett, how you doing? Good evening, October and the Red family. Just got in from work. I hope you had a good day at work and welcome, Emmett. I hope make yourself comfortable. Pour yourself a nice beverage, whatever your choice is, and come and join us. You know what I will start to do? And I keep saying this, but I will do it. I'm going to start to put the link in the chat and get you guys to jump on so we can proper like converse with the sport. Case K, what's up? What's up with you? We're good. We're good. We are here. Oh, that was a nice body shot there on the belt from Chamberlain to Massey. We're going into round number 5. And obviously, you know, it's championship. So we're a 12 rounder. This is one of them where I'm not sure I want to look away. However, you know, I thought it would have been a little bit more sluggy than this, but both men are showing their boxing ability, their IQ, the countering, the body shots, the working inside, moving off the ropes. We're getting such a variation of work. This is like a true boxing match. I did think it'd get sluggish, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that. We're just going to get some boxing tonight, unless it starts to get desperate in the later rounds. But they do look a little bit tired. But like I said, it's been good output, so it's expected. But none of them are going to afford or want to even try to take a round off. See, you literally, it's toe to toe, but not a slugfest. You know, we've had many of nights where we've watched like total slugfests on here. It's sort of it's more gentlemanly. It's literally boxing, tight, close, inside, but not a slugfest. There's some control about it. I want it to get dirty though, because that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see blood and guts, but I guess we won't get that this time, because when Isaac fought Chris Billam-Smith, that's exactly what we did get. That was brutal, brutal. And I was there live, hearing those punches, seeing that blood splatter everywhere. Horrific, but good. Literally, as one throws a shot, the other one's coming back with one at the moment. Both men fighting for the center of the ring, happy to be trading in the center of the ring. You've got Isaac throwing out the double jab, but a timed double jab, not fast, literally 1, 2. And then Jack Massey coming in with his counters, 1, 2, 3 to the body, coming in from Massey to Isaac as he throws in the uppercut with the men on the clinch. Chamberlain's got his back on the ropes at the moment. The ref separates the two. We've got 30 seconds left, just over 30 seconds. Round number 5 of 12. Interesting. You know what I want to see? I just want to see them just turn the screw a bit. Just turn the screw. Just turn it. Just a little bit more of a flurry, more of a flurry attack. Go on a little bit of attack. Take a risk and then get out. But we've just got a close quarter boxing match at the moment. Let's get back to the chat. Brummy Ring Girls. You know what? I think it. I don't think. I think they use like a company, so I don't think they'll be from Birmingham. So I think they just use a specific company, or they may be employed to Matchroom. You're funny. Uh, could be a nightmare. TMR podcast. Good evening to you. I like that. I don't think I've seen you on here before, so welcome to you. Ade suggested that Ben Whittaker should fight Shaq and Pitters. I think they've shared some rounds sparring. Not a bad shout, but I think I'd like to see Ben Whittaker fight Dan Aziz. But if you're looking at something in between, maybe, or I'd like to see Ben Whittaker, Ezra Taylor, not Ezra Arinyenke that we're going to see tonight. Arinyika, sorry. Ezra Taylor. So that's Boxer and Queensbury. September the 21st. AJ undercard. Just throwing it out there. Let me know what you think. Reese, how you doing? Big up to you as well. You think he's gun shy? Yeah. I do like Kano. But you know what tune that I've just found? And to be fair, I did find it from Richard. It's that Fredo tune, Top G. I've had that on repeat. It's because it's a sample from there's sample like these mafia film music or whatever. I do like when hip hop used to sample old stuff, and Fredo's done that in that track, and I've got that on repeat at the moment. It's just very motivational, and I think, to be fair, Isaac Chamberlain walked out to it. So that's interesting. Jay, good evening to you. Let's have a look. Chamberlain is very wary of the Massey's right hand. He's landing it. And Emma is landing it at will. And now he's starting to throw a little bit more. There's more of a variation coming in. To be fair, from both fighters, we've got uppercuts. They are both trading again. 1, 2, 3, 4 coming in from Massey. He ends his combination with a jab, which I do like that. He'll like jab to start, but he'll end with a jab as well, and then move away. Nice work from Massey. Like I said, this is a boxing match. I don't know. Does Isaac look as if he might be getting just a little bit tired? I tend to look at the fighter's legs, just the way they walk, to see if they're slightly tired. Don't get me wrong, Isaac is tough, but let's have a look at what's happening with those fighters' legs. Seems as if Massey's landing the better shots at the moment, and both men, once again, are in the clinch. Ref separates the two. Let's go. There's some swelling on Isaac's face. We're in round number 6 of 12, and we've got, just over 30 seconds left. So we're at the halfway mark. Please feel free to put the scores in the chat, because I'm not scoring fights. I'm not doing it because I can't do it, because I'm not a judge. And what I see, nobody else seems to see. So I'll just keep calling out the shots and what shots I think I'd like to see them do. Right, the clappers are going to go. We've got 10 seconds left of round number 6 of 12. Oh, beautiful backhand once again from by Massey. If that shot lands clean. Right, Toby says, I'm backing Jack, the first tractor. Because the first tractor I drove, age 5 years old, was a Massey Ferguson. Always back Massey. Okay. What was you doing driving tractors at 5, Toby? D, how you... Have you gone from to DTD? Weren't you triple D, double D, 4 Ds last week? Why are you doing this? I'm losing it. No, he's not been on yet. He's going to be Coleman, isn't he? A good fight so far. Battle of the fittest between Massey and Chamberlain. I totally agree with you. Um, are you down the pub? Oh, that's nice. Right, here we go. Round number 7. Jack started to jump into the shots now, throwing out that 1-2, throwing the jab out with a little bit more purpose, trying to really take control of these final rounds. Maybe even start to look for a stoppage. I'm not looking at the viewer's verdict. Body shot going in from Jack as he throws the 2. 1-2. Isaac Chamberlain answering with his own as well, countering, but the output is higher from Massey. I did the wrong thing today and I don't usually have fizzy pop and I've had fizzy pop today. I usually have water. Today I've been bad, but shout out Sandy Ryan. She sent me over like a mini, like a food plan, which I said, all right, I'm going to go shopping for today and I'm going to start it tomorrow. So shout out to Sandy Ryan for that. She's helping Mother Dearest because I want to shed some pounds. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3 landed by Jack as a counter. A hook landed there from Chamberlain. Overhand from Isaac. It seems as it 1-2, lovely 1-2 there from Massey to Chamberlain. Here we go, and this is what I expected. So round number 7, they are both starting to go at it now. It does look as if Massey's got there's more oomph in his shots. You can see that he's probably landing with more like power. If there was like a power percentage pad on the opponent's face, I think Jack has got the heavier shots. Right. Oh, lovely jab coming in from Chamberlain there. Massey tries to follow up with a combination as Chamberlain does what, like, just kind of like shrinks up to stop the shots landing, to spoil that work that's coming in from Jack as he starts to throw in his own shots himself. Jack's coming in with the combinations on Isaac. Yeah, both men separating the 2. Body shot goes in from Chamberlain to Massey. Oh, beautiful hook there from Isaac, goes into the face of Massey. Nice shot that is. So it looks like Isaac's like starting to turn the screw, but this is where it could get very sloggy. Yeah, Isaac's digging deep now, really looking to get that stoppage. Right, hey October, I wasn't expecting a live from you today. You're missing this fight. Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? There's just no loyalty anymore. Nah, yeah, I'm not. Obviously, I'm not there because I'm here. I can't be at all these fights. A Coley's jacket, money can't buy style. Yeah, I said the same thing. Technicolor. Any hog will do. The Akoli remix. Technique. Jack Massey's destroy. We don't do name calling. Can I ask? I'm gonna ask you guys this now because we're all boxing fans. Even though I do like that. What's your profile picture on their Technique? What is it with name calling? You know when you can do like constructive like criticism of someone, like you can say, yeah, Jack Massey's destroying Isaac because that's what you think. But you've got had like a insultive like name calling on the end of it. Why do people do that? It's just literally, it's just a question. You know? I take it you're not a fan. Karma, how you doing? Good evening to you, the beautiful Karma Serene. Guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my American sister, Karma Serene, over there on YouTube. And she does a few funny tweets as well. Her tweets are interesting. They do make me laugh. Sense of humor, which sometimes is lacking. It's like everything's insults now, and that's a joke. But yeah, Karma Serene, get subscribing to the channel. Raymond, how you doing? Good evening to you. Oh, thank you. Good interview with Ben Shalab. Well done. Yeah, it was all right actually. It was all right. Nearly made him late for the weigh-in because you know me, wants to start rabbiting on. But there was so much to cover. But you know, I kicked myself when I came off it. But he had to go anyway because it was literally time for the weigh-in. I didn't get to ask him about what's happening with Joshua Boatsi. That's the only thing I didn't discuss with him. So I kind of like kicked myself for that because there's so many different things. 1 minute is ordered by is it the WBA? WBA to fight Willie Hutchinson. And then now the BBFC's ordered. Obviously, I'm taking that for obviously Boatsi's British belt. I don't know what's going on, but that's the only thing that I did kick myself about not asking him. Joy, good evening. Joy. Good evening to you. Good evening. Good evening, Ricky. How you doing? Let's have a look. Foxy's saying, hoping to get back in time to watch the main event. What fights have happened so far? Well, we've had Dan Aziz versus, is it Sepp? And that ended up in a draw, Foxy. Which, yeah. And then we're on Isaac Chamberlain, Jack Massey at the moment. And then we've got 2 more fights. And then obviously that's it. I did hear about them saying performances on the night. And I don't want this to turn into like a concert. So I'm hoping that the fights will literally be one after the other and we won't be getting concerts in between. Yeah, Technique, I do agree with that. He's really starting to outwork him. But saying that, he lands the hook to the body, hook to the head. This is all the work coming in from Chamberlain, which is pushing Massey back onto the back foot. Isaac now is starting to unload his shots and Massey's holding him for the clinch. He doesn't like it. He's uncomfortable in here. Technique, I think the tables have turned. Isaac's now looking to throw certain shots as Massey's throwing back the one instead of like the flurry of combinations that you throw back on a counter. Isaac is digging deep. He is up in the gears. Massey is on the ropes. And every time Isaac throws a shot, he's holding him for the clinch. Yeah, the blood is pouring. It looks like blood's pouring from the ear. That was a very, very good finish to the round. It looks like there's blood pouring from the ear of Massey and the nose. Yeah, Isaac's he's sticking it on him. He's up the gears. Stop it, Ab, saying that you'd like to get tight close. Sorry, is that the words I used? Sorry. Oh, sorry. I know what I meant. Yes, salute. Salute to you, Technique. Definitely salute to you. The hell are you? What is going on in this chat? You know what? Keep yourself entertained. I like it. Listen, here we go. What round we're in now? They're going to tell him to wipe the grease off. He's got too much grease on his face, hasn't he? Still got too much on there. See what the ref says. Right, I think Isaac is going to go for the knockout. He's lucky he's having this extra rest. The clock has stopped. Right, here we go. Right, round number 9. Is this going to go the distance? What are we saying? We like it. 1-2 coming back from Massey, but now we can see that that hardness that Massey had. You can see like the power looks like it's starting to subside a little bit. Don't get me wrong, it's still there, but it looks now as if Isaac is the one that's landing the more tougher shots. Or maybe he's just worn him down over the rounds. It happens. Body shot coming in from Isaac. Jab going in from Isaac once again. Chamberlain. 1-2 from Massey. Isaac flicks out the jab. 1-2 from Massey. Body shots from Isaac as he dips under the jab hand of Massey. Massey tries to land his own body shot. Body shot landed then from Massey on the body of Chamberlain. Right, dipping under. Every time Massey's throwing out that jab, we're getting good work from Chamberlain. When Massey's throwing out that jab, Chamberlain's dipping in, throwing that body shot. So then it's forcing Massey to not, he's not able to finish like a combination if he wanted to. Yeah, some good boxing here. I do like it because we are getting the blood, but some good boxing. He's just slipping. Watch Isaac. He'll just slip under that jab. See, and then he throws a shot to the body. So you can do that. But then you can throw the shot to the body, the hook to the head. But this is not what happened on this occasion. But yeah, the pressure's on. 1-2 coming in from Chamberlain to the body of Massey. And like I said, you can see that power that was there with Massey's really subsided now. And almost, oh gosh, Isaac's had him a little bit wobbled there. The way that he walked back. Isaac throwing in the shots to the body, and Massey's literally just grabbing him in for the clinch. We've got 30 seconds left in round number 9 as Massey just lands that 1-2. Isaac just goes forward, trying to land the shots of his own, but Massey's there trying to ruin his work now. Stick to the shots that are working. Slip under that jab hand and go for the body. But when you go for the body, come back up and hook to the head. Make it work. Because as soon as obviously Isaac stopped doing that, Massey started to like land the jab, but he's not landing the 2. Remember earlier on in the fight, he was all continuously landing that 2. Yeah, nice work. I like it. Let's have a look. Chamberlain's best hope is that left to the body. Yeah, spot on, Emmett. Spot on. Oh, just a bit of love in the chat. Boxing, we like it. Back to you. Boxing corner casuals. I think it's passion sometimes. That's all I can put it down to. I've obviously missed something. Mr. S says, I hate the name calling and people calling boxers. Yeah, it's just whatever, and it's just like, yeah, I get it. You know, you can actually probably insult someone more without calling them names. But I think when you resort to like name calling and technique, I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying, like in general, when you start calling people's names, it's like you're attacking them personally because you can't attack what they're doing. So you think, let me think of something insulting I can say to you. Oh, you're a whatever, or you're a whatever. Yeah, it's mad. Maka, good evening to you. So you've got Chamberlain winning. Yeah, he's definitely started to turn that screw, hasn't he? As Massey lunges in there with a jab and then throws a 1-2, but Isaac once again coming back with his own counters, just slipping that jab, slip the jab and go to the body. Come back with the hook, Isaac. It's there. You can do it. I promise. There we go. Slip it. Go to the body. 1-2 body shot coming in from Massey to the body of Chamberlain. This is a good fight, man. It's not as, like I said, it's not as like gory as I expected it to be. Oh, you know what? You know what fight might be good? It could be the next one now. Or it just could be the main. Nice body work, lovely body work coming in from Chamberlain once again. You can see the reddening of those shots obviously getting through to Massey, who's got Chamberlain in the clinch. But whatever, I missed the corner because I was in the chat with you guys. Whatever they've said in the corner, Massey is working better on his defense. The output's there, but like I said, the power that Massey had earlier on doesn't seem to be there. That jab is now pouring. The power's on the decline. I think he's used up all of his power bar. One, two. Massey caught Massey, then he dips on the ropes, but he comes back and he holds Isaac in the clinch as the ref gives him a bit of a shouting at to separate, get out of the clinch. We've got 1 minute left in round number 10 of 12. You know, I didn't think it would go the distance after we started to see that screw get turned, but could be to the distance. Let me know what you're thinking. Who have you got winning? We're in round number 10. So just put that in the chat. Who you think's up? Oh, lovely. Both of them throwing out the shots. These are headshots, counters. That was a lovely hook landed by Massey on the head of Chamberlain. Both of them throwing out the jab. Got 25 seconds left in round number 10 of 12. Don't want to take my eye off the screen in case one of them goes, because it's possible. Isaac looks like he's hurt him a couple of times, but because like Isaac is so really resilient, he's not someone that's going to go down easy. Do you know what I mean? He's really resilient fighter. All right, let's have a look. Maka, good evening to you. Buatsi Hutchinson is a great fight. Yeah, it is Dazza. And Dazza, everyone, Darren Robinson, my fellow Scot, well, I'm not Scottish, but yeah, he said, do not sleep on Hutchinson. I thought, I need to go and have a look. And I did. And I thought, okay, now I know it's going to be a tougher fight than I thought. Right, don't think we've ever seen anything but, oh my God, what the hell's this? Jonah Goodman, all good here. And I hope you're good as well. Nah, Whitaker's not been on yet, D. I'm just going to call you D now. I wouldn't say he's done. It's just probably a little bit of ring rust, a bit of the occasion, whatever. I wouldn't say he's done. Nah. Yeah, starting to get the blood now. Surviving sobriety, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, it's going to go the distance. But it keeps on turning. See what we're saying, technique? First it was like Jack was up. Then Chamberlain starts to step into himself. But then Massey's gone back into the corner and Gallagher said to him, oi. And it's like it keeps on turning. We've got a little bit of swelling on the face of Chamberlain, I think. Yeah, it looks like the eyes of Chamberlain are swollen. And it looks like Massey's there landing. I wonder if Chamberlain can see properly. Yeah, because it seems now Massey's coming back into it, throwing in jab, 2. Right. Isaac throws the shots to the body, dips in. Yeah, now we're starting to get that expected war from the both of these guys. Oh, I'll tell you what, Chamberlain's been in some wars, some real tough fights, man. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3 coming in from Massey. Once again, finishing off the combination with a jab. Now we've got the pouring jab from Isaac. So once again, the tables turned. We've got 1 minute, 20 seconds left in round number 11. Yeah, it probably will go the distance now, I'd say. 1, 2 from Massey to Chamberlain. See, Massey's looking more attractive with the shots now. I don't know, he's dug deep. He's found some will. Isaac throws a jab to the body. Both men in the clinch. We've got a minute left. I'm scared to drink this now because I'm going to be full of wind again. So Massey sort of like holding out that jab hand, so Isaac can't really get past it, but he just needs to slip it. That work that he was doing where he was slipping the jab hand and going to the body, that's just disappeared. Right, you can hear Gallagher telling him, good work, get back on the jab, obviously talking about his fighter, Massey, as Massey throws out the jab. Chamberlain throws out his own jab, slips a shot there that was coming back from Massey. One, two from Massey to Chamberlain. It just seems as if Chamberlain, I don't know if he can't see the target properly because of the swelling over his eyes, but he's not really landing that accurately. Guys, if you've just joined us, I'm Abs of October Red. This is our live fight night, Saturday night watch along for the World Championship between the reigning champion and defending champion, Chris Billam-Smith, and the Midnight Train, Richard Riakporhe. The main event, not sure what time it's going to start, but I'm really looking forward to that fight. Will it be a repeat of last time? Remember, it was a split decision win for Richard Riakporhe last time. They fought, 5 years ago? It seems like longer than that, but it was 5 years ago they fought. Both very raw at the sport at that time. And now they go back in for world honours. We saw the face-off. What an intense face-off that was. Seems like it went on forever. And it really seemed as if CBS really upped the ante with that face-off. That stare down at the weigh-in, it was like, listen, you ain't going to try and get in here. The aggression that was coming in from CBS. And I did say that, look, of course, yeah, okay, I'm biased. I'd like to see Richard Riakporhe win, but you can't, it's not a given. But I do see a stoppage. I do see the fight ending in a stoppage. I can't see this going to points this time. But yeah, so if you've just joined us, welcome. I went off on a tangent there. I'll do that though. But if you've just joined us, welcome. Join in the chat because we've got the best people in the chat and we all debate and we all speak, we all have fun. And like I said, moving forward, I think I'll start to throw the link for the live so you guys can come and join in as well. And we can literally just, it's like our virtual room where we can discuss the fights as they're going along. I think this round is probably obviously it's the final round. They want to make the best impression that they can with this round to secure the win. But like I said, let me know what you think in the chat, and I'll go through the chat while I'm watching this. Neil, it's on Sky Sports, or if you've got Now TV, or if you're in the US, it's on Peacock. It's a normal subscription. It's not pay-per-view, Neil. Yeah, I don't like the name calling. It's just pointless, isn't it? If you think someone's rubbish, just say, all right, I don't think you're that good or whatever. But like I said, I think the name calling, I call it like low IQ because it's like you have to do that because you've got nothing else to say. So let's just insult you directly based on appearance, or let's call you something derogatory because I can't actually criticize what you're doing. It's just like low IQ. Yeah, they're both in the clinch at the moment. It's the body work from Isaac taking the power away from Jack. But he stopped doing it now, hasn't he? Both of them. Once again, this is going to end up in a final minute slugfest. Isaac swinging there, missing some shots. But like I said, I'm not sure he can see properly. Saying that he just landed a lovely jab on the face of Massey. Both of them are knackered. We've got like just over 30 seconds left in round number 12 of 12. Here we go. Both men throwing, swinging. Isaac's missing. His timing's off. Pouring out that jab, throwing in the two as Massey comes back with his own jab. Both men in the clinch. Isaac throwing some hits to the body. Remember when he had the fight with CBS, his eye was pretty badly damaged. I think he had to go straight to hospital after that fight. So Massey stays in there. Both fighters stay in there. Nobody's giving up. Massey's trying to land his 1-2 as Isaac goes for the body, slips the 2, and the fight is over. Both men show each other respect. Yeah, Isaac's eyes closed up, so he wouldn't have been able to see properly. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely a good scrap. But yeah, Massey's got a second wind and he's winning the white so far. Dan, good evening to you. Right, let's have a look. These men have knocked blood and flesh out of each other for our entertainment. Credit to both fighters. This could end in a draw. Emmett, I can't argue. I've got Massey by split decision in the prediction league. Could be in with a chance. Interesting. Surviving sobriety. I'm good, busy working all the time. But I had to come and check. I'm for this fight. One of these promoters need to give you a job. They ain't going to give me a job, are they? 50-50 for sure. Which one was that, Ace? And good evening to you. You think Massey's won the fight? I think Jack has this, and that comes in from James as well. Emma, how you doing? Good evening. Jack has won this. Cos, how you doing? Good evening. How did Dan get? He'd got a draw, Cos. Identity withheld. Good evening to you. Whitaker will stop Aaron Yeka inside the distance. Ooh. Listen, look, there's no comparison really, but like I said, I'm not getting into the conversation about certain. Let's not talk about celebrities on this channel. Nope. Chamberlain got to work on his clinch game, been exposed badly, getting out wrestled and walked back to the ropes all night. So Massey's got this. Got a little bit of chat camaraderie. Oh, the main event. Okay, got ya. And shout out to Emma Wills as well. Gotta love Emma. Emma's like one of these that just shoots from the hip, tells it how it is, not afraid to speak her mind. And the fact that she's female. You know, got to shout out the females that get involved in boxing. There's not many of us, but there's a few. So I always got to shout out the females. We've got Karma, Emma, and Stephanie. Stephanie from the US. Senior citizens. Here we go. 115, 113, 116, 112. UD. Who? Jack Massey. They've given it to Jack. Yeah, give it to Jack. Congratulations to Jack. And it's UD as well, not SD. What we saying? What we thinking? Because I've just, like I said, I'm not scoring it anymore. But gutted for Isaac, but congratulations. It's the Commonwealth and the European, isn't it? James, you said it. Okay. Scott puts up a fair point there. Shalom and Chamberlain looking silly now, not fighting Chev for the British and European. Excuse me. You've got to give credit as well. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, should have gone. They defended that for sure. It would have been a nice fight to watch. And then throwing Jack Massey in when it should have been, is it Cieslak? I'm sure it's Cieslak. I get the names mixed up. I'm sure it's Cieslak. Throwing that opponent in at the last minute as well. Ooh. Oh, good evening. How you doing? Can I ask? Can I just call you Fish? Because it's like I'll never know how to like. Because obviously it's numbers and letters. Oh, come on, Emma. You got to give the props out where they're due. DMJ, good evening, October. First time tuning in. Love this. Well, thank you very much for tuning in and thank you very much for loving it. That's like two in one. I ain't complaining, but welcome. And like I said, if you've just joined us, it's a live watch along. No footage. We're just talking and commentating and enjoying a night of British boxing. Yes, I should have been there. I should have been cheering Riakporhe on, but I'm going to have to do it from my settee. No, not my settee. My study with you guys. Dan saying fair result. Karma saying Isaac was out hustled. The world needs an all-female boxing podcast. Just putting it out there. Does it? Because you know what happens, Emma, and any other females that are listening, please feel free to throw your 50 pence worth in the chat. The thing is with females, we don't get on for a long time. Like, you know, guys, and I think this is probably why I'm maybe a bit of a tomboy, maybe, is that you guys can fall out and then you're best mates again, like the day after. Women hold grudges. It's a bit different. I mean, it sounds fantastic, but I guarantee you it will probably fold after 6 months, a year. Something would happen. But who knows? I could be wrong. Hold on, let's have a look. I don't know. That's a good question because John Pegg's out there at the moment. He's been in the corner with Isaac Chamberlain, just isn't he? Because he does obviously he's mates with Hennessy. They're all like mates, aren't they? It's a good question. I'm not sure. I suppose I could ask that question. To be fair, damn, that should have been a split decision. Isaac should have at least had one judge back him. Oh, they clearly didn't. Oh, did you take my advice? That's what I want to know. Did you take my advice? Because you got to do your 5 mile run in the morning if you have. Just a quick 5 miles. Um, you love boxing. Oh, the Brummies are turning out tonight. I'm loving this. Even better if there's beef. You see, that's the thing with you, Star Fox. That's why you want it. You just want to see like people like arguing and wrestling on the floor and scrapping. If I could choose, like I'm thinking about a female boxing podcast now, like of like the females in boxing. Like for boxers, I'm thinking of boxers. Tasha Jonas, she'd be good. Sandy Ryan, because I get on really well with her as well. Rosanna Cox, but she's out there in back in New Zealand at the moment. I'm just thinking of like fighters. I probably because of fighters, because like they're a bit unhinged and I'm a bit unhinged. I think we'd be all right because we're sort of like off the chart. So I'm just thinking, yeah, we could sit down and debate it and be quite vocal about stuff as well. So yeah. You know what? I wouldn't say no to that. That see, Karma's. Thank you, Karma. See, it's not just me, is it? But the thing is, Karma. I can actually admit it. Hey, good evening, Kyle. She hope you're good. Yeah, Ring IQ is really good for the female. There's Ring IQ and Base. They're really good on like the female side of boxing. Shame on me, really, because you'd think as a female I'd gravitate towards that. And women's fight news as well. So shout out to them as well. They're brilliant. Those channels are fantastic for like really targeted and focused on women's world boxing as well, not just in the UK. Yeah, Tasha's cool. And she's really cool as well. What's Emma saying? The best women's boxing show period is pretty good for a name. Yeah. Some don't. Oh, Boxing Beats and Rhymes, how you doing? Shout out to Boxing Beats and Rhymes. Boxing Beats and Rhymes, I've said it before and I'll say it again. When I go running, which is practically every day, Boxing Beats and Rhymes takes me on my runs with me. He's like what 30 minutes, 25 minutes. And I can listen to a couple of them or one and a half of them back to back just to find out, his thoughts, his opinions on what's happening in the boxing. And he's quite funny as well. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to Boxing Beats and Rhymes. Amazing guy. Got to support his channel. Let's have a look. Hold on. Surely you can discuss the potential issues before. No? You know what it'd be like? It'd be subliminals all the way through. And then what is it like? Is it the Real Wives of Hollywood or whatever it is, or Atlanta or whatever? And it just, I can just see it now. So it's like some things I just think, you know what, I'm happy for you, but just stay over there, do my own thing. Jack won that fight. He came across very strong in the last few rounds. He did. He really did turn it round, didn't he? And yes, Jane Crouch, she's in the Hall of Fame now, isn't she? With Ricky Hatton. I'm going to get Jane Couch on the channel because she's a northerner and us northerners, we're quite similar. So there might be a lot of swearing in that conversation that we have. But I've got to get Jane on. Got to get her on. Karma, it's true. Does Beats cover the ladies? I must be going deaf. I don't know. Yeah, he did deserve the win. Iffy, how you doing? Guess who a 4 is going in with? Cameron Vong. because obviously Jordan Flynn's out injured. Can you believe it? Iffy. I need to know. I need to know. What are your thoughts? Who's winning that fight? Because Cameron Vong is good. He is good. So what are you saying about that fight? Absolutely. SJ Wood, I've ran a few times to boxing beats and rhymes. Fair play. I'm not the only one. See? Because he's got that voice. He's got this he's sort of like a teacher. And you just listen and it's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's like, oh, look how many miles I've done. He's got that, yeah. It's a shout out to boxing beats and rhymes. What have I missed there? I'm not saying up for the American one. I thought I was going to, because one of my sons is a massive Javante Davis fan. Because he says, oh, Mom, what time's the fight on? I says, oh, Riakporhe, Billam-Smith. And he goes, no, Javante Davis. And I was like, oh, okay. What, 4 o'clock in the morning? Well, it's north from London. It's not. It's West Mids, isn't it? It's the Midlands, isn't it? It's the centre. But I'm talking about everyone that has like a southern perspective. It is north, isn't it? I'm thinking when I'm driving back up the motorway and it's like Watford, and then after that it just says the north, and then you have to go a few more miles before it starts to say Birmingham. I know what I mean. You know what I mean. Identity. Damn this win, mates. Isaac's team. Look, what you think? Oh, as in obviously what you said before. Yeah, Kyoshi, what you're saying. Disappointed with Dan Aziz's performance earlier and worried about our British light heavyweights. A few have had the same lackluster performances lately. Arthur, Smith, Richards and Aziz. Fair point, actually. Yeah, it's a fair point. Fair point. Kyoshi. You're putting our money on a Fori. Oh, yeah, he's good. He's good. I think Vong will learn after a few rounds not to trade with a Fori. After getting caught, yeah, he is literally he is the banana skin, isn't he? From what we saw last time. But you know what? Vong is good. He is good. He's sharp and he can beat you from a distance. He uses his levers and he uses them really well. So I do like watching Cameron. He is talented. It's not a myth. He is a talented fighter. Oh, I've missed you. Where have you been, AP? Don't tell me having fun with your wife again. Priorities. Yeah, I think Beats could be a presenter. He's got that voice, hasn't he? Yeah, that fight is not going to happen again. Emma's saying, I hope Isaac got paid well for that, because Eddie won't be doing him any favors with shit. Well, why? It's one of them, isn't it? It's one of them, isn't it? Yeah. Another fair point. Beats is my morning coffee accompaniment. Always goes down smooth. Yeah, you can't lie about that. Crimson Jackal, good evening to you, and thank you so much for the super chat from Boxing Beats and see. Look, on it, you didn't have to give me money for saying it. You know, I compliment your channel anyway because it's one of my go-to channels. Isaac will be gutted, but his defense let him down, and the fact that he had a certain thing that was working with Massey and he stopped using it. If it's working, keep using it. Even if you have to like tweak it a little bit, because obviously that fighter might start to read what you're doing and try and counter that and ruin your work. But it's the adaptability as well that let him down. But thank you so much for the super chat, Beats. Star Fox, maybe somebody should have shown Beats content to Wilder. Might have done some roles, but dear God. So Aaron Yenka's in the ring. Oh, here we go. This fight. I'm looking forward to this fight, actually. Dan Aziz confident. Dan Aziz confident went after the Boatsi fight. Let's not call it too soon. Let's not call it too soon, Iffy. I think they're all past. What are the ages of these gentlemen? Are they all like 35? Are they about the 35-year-old mark? Yeah, P's and Q's. Oh, he's brilliant. Missy Elliott, get your freak on. I used to love this tune. I Ben Whitty. Listen, I know you're thinking, oh yeah, it's just him. Listen, all rounder, and like I said, probably he's just so kind and so genuine. Beautiful family, beautiful missus, the whole setup. So much time for him. Got a lot of time for him, and I really wanted to be there to watch him tonight as well. Got a lot of time for Whitaker. Beats his quality, very understated and underrated. Well, we just got to get over there. And like I said, if you're not subscribed to him, get subscribing to him. Share his content. Put it out on X. See, I'm getting used to saying X now, not toxic Twitter. Finished dinner. Okay, time to yes. Just popped in to say hi. You're doing a fine job. Thank you so much for that, Ross. I appreciate it. Yeah, it is a classic tune. Yeah, and oh look, he's got an orchestra. Oh, he's a true showman. Abs, Mike, abs. Just having a break from the boxing. It's been fair enough, but welcome back, and you're always missed. Philip Answer, life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone. I hear you. Call my name, and it feels like home. Don't say anything about this. Let's not do this. Let's not do it. We're not going to. Let's not say. Let's not. I'm not going to talk about it. If anyone puts anything in the chat about who's rapping that, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I think, like you said, technique. I said, like, time will tell. Um, time will tell. I think he is. But I followed him like from the beginning. I watched him in the Olympics, the boxing gym that I was going to. My boxing trainer there is very close with Ben's trainer because it's all like that side of town, Wolverhampton, Wednesbury, all over that way. So I've probably known a little bit about Ben before I actually met him because I met him when he turned pro, even though I'd heard about him all the way through obviously the amateurs and then through up to the Olympics. Don't really understand this fight not being negative. Well, it's one of them, isn't it? You know, I know, and I'm sure you guys will know that there'll be a lot of people that will price themselves out to fight him. Well, not price themselves out because they want the fight, don't they? But they will overprice themselves because of who he is. We've had this before, and I know it happens. You got to deliver with an orchestral walk-in. Of course you have. Mike, it's short for anything you want it to be, but like I said, it's abs. Yeah, he always does good entrances. Ben has done big things with his entrance. Yeah, he hasn't had a boring one. Yeah. Yeah, see? James knows what I'm on about. The crowd is dead. Emma goes in. I told you. Straight from the hip. Straight from the hip. Yeah, I agree. Because I probably would have come out to that if I had to choose between the two. They ain't like us. Open stadium, so the sound goes straight up. Okay. Raj is here with the science. But will it though? I hope it is. But will it? We'll have to wait and see. Well, we're going to find out now, aren't we? I hope Ezra's been paid well. SJ, I do feel like Boxer or Sky Sports plan the whole. I said that. I did say that. And you know me, SJ, I'm not afraid to say what I think. But I don't think Ben knew about it. Put it that way. I can't confirm it, but it did look a bit sus. because I said that I was asking the questions. How has he got into a media when it's not public? If it was a public press conference, then yeah, but it wasn't. It was a private, so no one doesn't. They don't really. They don't send out the location. So how did he get in? But I asked the question, and it this goes 2 rounds. Yeah, we like Emma. Emma can come again. Ring IQ beats and rhymes go to listen to their videos as soon as they drop. Abs beats Julia, so the staples of bless. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'll leave the chats. Mike's put something in the chat there. Does anyone see Ezra winning? And it's cold right now. Yeah, it was like, what the hell's going on? Let's have a look. They need to get someone like Joel Smith Jr. or maybe Marcus Brown to fight Ben, so we can see if he's really good as he seems to be. Joel Smith Jr. already. I think they're gonna. I've called it that they'll put him in with Dan Aziz next. Do you think that's what it is? Potential budgets? I don't know. Shalom with the manufactured drama. Let's see if it's competitive. Yeah, that's the chat. That's for the chat. Yes, AP, he definitely is. Nigerian Nightmare. Nigerian Nightmare. I think Ben wants to really hurt him. I will say that much. And I think he can't wait. I do think he can't wait, but I just don't, when you don't want him to go in like a bull in a china shop and smash everything up, he's still got to do what he does, innit? But if he sauces him out and he sees what he's about, I expect him to absolutely take the mick with him in the ring. Here we go. Seconds out. Come on. Seconds out. Bell goes. Both men to the center of the ring. Ben on the front foot. Oh dear. Ezra's got this weird kind of guard. Ben rolls through, throws a jab. He's landed one or two jab. Landed the backhand. Ezra's on the back foot, sort of like fainting, but nothing really hitting Ben. He did say to me, I asked Ezra what his style was. He said he was relentless, a bit of Marvin Hagler, come forward fighter. We're yet to see that. A nice 1-2 landed from Ben, and Aranyenka lands the jab back to the belly, to the body, sorry. The jab coming out, uppercut coming through from Ben, double jab coming in from Ben. And Tasha's saying it on comms. She's saying that she believes that we could see a different Ben Whittaker because he's annoyed. And I did say that you might see a little bit of spite in him. Ben's gonna take the mick out of him. 1, 2, 3, uppercut. Aranyenka hasn't landed a clean shot yet. This could be a little bit of fun, a bit of food playing in the ring with Ben. 1, 2, 3, uppercut. Ben leans back. Aranyenka still not landed one shot. 1 minute 33 seconds left of round number 1 of an alleged 10 rounds. However, I do like what they're doing with this fight because I think it's a fight to put Ben. I can't remember what rankings there are. Please feel free to tell me what they are. Is to put him in, I think it's European rankings to push him up to probably get tougher, more credible opponents. Yeah, Aranyenka is not really landing anything, and it just looks like Ben's actually playing with him. When you look at it's early days, but somebody said mismatch earlier. I don't want to speak too soon, but Aranyenka's trying to fight. He throws up, trying to feint. Sorry, puts up this guard. But there's nothing really impressive coming forward, and I can see Ben. He's just thinking, how am I going to hurt this guy? But I'm going to play with him for a bit as he throws out the jab. He's too slow. Ben's last opponents, Leon Willings, had more about him, but this guy, there's no counters. There's nothing coming back. This is literally just like food for Ben. This is, yeah, low caliber. But say, how many jabs has he landed? We've just had Ben throw out about 6 jabs, one after the other. And now he's showbolting back. We've got both men showbolting. Aaron Yenka's earning his money. Yeah. A bit of showbolting in the crowd. Now we're here. We're here. What happens sometimes when I'm sorry? What happens sometimes when I'm reading the comments? I flick out of the stream. My bad. My bad. I'm back now. It's because I was looking at the screen and flicking on here. Apologies. We are still here. The stream is still live, but at least there's a bit of a background painting once I try and fiddle about to get it back in. But yeah, like I was saying, this is very one-sided as Ben throws out that double jab. Aaron Yenke still like yet to land a shot. Jab coming out from Whittaker. 1-2 from Whittaker. Jab from Whittaker. Aaron Yenke once again not landing anything. Whittaker's out of range too quickly for him. We are in round number 2 of 10 as Whittaker lands the 2 on the side of the head. Jab 1-2 from Whittaker as he starts to move, do a bit of dancing, and you can hear the crowd. They like that. They like the show. They like the showbolting from Ben. The one thing that I do like about Whittaker is his ability, and it's something that comes naturally to him, to almost like read what his opponent's going to come back with. So the way that he's in and out, it's like he's anticipating certain things and he'll get back into range almost as quick as he comes out of range to throw back another shot at you. Really, really nice style. Nice, lovely stiff jab as well. 1-2 from Whittaker. Jab from Whittaker. Counter from Whittaker as Aaron Yenka throws out a potential jab, but there's just nothing there. It is literally one-sided. Nice body shot landed there from the left hand of Whittaker. Might be a good idea to try and attack the body because he didn't seem as if he likes that. As Aaron Yenka tries to land a jab, there's no respect for Aaron Yenka's alleged power that you can see from Whittaker. Beautiful hook landed on the face of Aaron Yenka then. Uppercut from Whittaker. The hook from Whittaker as Aaron Yenka tries to counter. And as per usual, Whittaker just slips out of the way. 1. So Whittaker lands the 2. We've got 43 seconds left in round number 2 of 10. Uppercut there from Whittaker. Uppercut once again as Aaron Yenka tries to throw back his own shot, tries to showbolt, pays the price for it as Whittaker comes in with the jab. Aaron Yenka walks forward with the high guard and throws out a jab to his own to the body, but Benny's just slight turn to the side, making Aaron Yenka miss that shot that he's trying to land. There's timing and the speed here, and it's not, at this time, it's not working from Aaron Yenka. And you can see that Whittaker's going to get really comfortable in there and start to play with him, which he's now starting to do as he taps him on the top of the head, which is what he said he was going to do. He says, I'm going to make a meme out of you. Right, let me not flick off this now because I'm going to end up... Right, let's have a look. What are we saying? Russell, maybe I have, but I'm getting on, so I don't remember him. We know Ben's fighting a can, so we can... Well, you got to put that down. Technique, you got to put that down to like the team. I've said it like several times tonight. let's have a fight with Dan Aziz, or let's have a fight with Ezra Taylor from Queensbury. You know, how about those fights? Um, Ben Shalom emails His Excellency Day. I think I think maybe they're actually speaking now, so that could be happening. The crowd looks nice and lively. Fair play. I think Raj was right. That noise is just filtering straight up to the heavens. Right. Whitaker comes out sharp, throws a jab. I think he's probably going to try and get him out of here. But let's have a look. Right, let's have a look. Nobody throwing a shot yet. Ben Whitaker just like nice double jab to the head of Aaron Yenke, finishing off with a jab to the body. He's keeping that jab hand out, which is smothering any work that Aaron Yenke tries to put in. Quick feet in and out. Whitaker's landing practically every jab that he's throwing. I think Aaron Yenke might have just landed that first jab, but then Whitaker comes back with that, that 1-2, and then throws out the jab, just literally beating his opponent with a single jab. This is when you see those fundamentals that, the basics. What's he getting in behind him for? When you see those fundamentals and the basics, that a boxer has, that foundation, and they can use that because they're so grounded in the craft that they can use that to win if they're going in with somebody that's, subpar to them. It looks like Aaron Yenke might have landed a 1-2. It looks like he landed a right hook on Ben there. Another overhand landed there from Aaron Yenke, but nothing to cause any harm as Ben throws a 1-2-3 combination, finishing off with a hook to the body. He jabs out, uppercut as the second shot, jab. And this is all of the work coming in from Ben Whitaker. We've got 1 minute, 10 seconds left of round number 3, and this is a 10-round fight. Did Ben? I think Ben did 10 rounds last time as well, didn't he? 1-2 coming in from Whitaker. The hook on the head of Aaron Yenke. Using them angles to move comfortably around the ring. 1-2-3, and the 3 being the uppercut. And this is work coming in from Whitaker. Seems as if Aaron Yenke has started to get into range now because he's landed a couple of shots, but nothing worrying. And Whitaker seems to be landing at will, using those 1-2-3 combinations, keeping those fundamentals going, but then throws an uppercut as a lead shot as he moves to the left and the right. 10 seconds of the clappers have gone. 1-2. Aaron Yenke's on the back foot. Whitaker throws in a hook behind the gloves. And there we go. Round number 3 down. Aaron Yenke gets on that stool quick as Ben slowly walks back to his corner. You're not being negative, but we've gone past. I can't hear what his corner's saying. Can't be losing in. He won't lose. What's wrong with? How do you know he's not supporting like cancer or something with the pink gloves? Right, surviving sobriety. Only saw Joel Smith or Mark only said, because they were world level in their day, but they're on their way out. Dan Aziz is a good fight too. I just think, honestly, Ben is a level above Dan. Okay, fair enough. Look, it takes all sorts. You got. It's good to pick a side. I pick a side. I like picking a side. I'm happy with that. Yeah, you'd think that, wouldn't you? You got to write a letter to Ben Shalom to dance off. Oh, thanks, Vaughn. Should tried some new curly mousse because I've grown out the bleach because I was starting to look like Wales or Gummidge, or even worse, Hagrid off Harry Potter. So I said, no more bleach now. Let's just go back to whatever my hair colour is, dark brown. Right. Nice 1-2 landed in from Ben there. Round number 4 of 10. Uppercut, 1-2, landed from Ben. It's like it's just like a school. It's like he's getting schooled, just boxing. Oh, lovely counter. The backhand that came in from Ben there tapped him on the head again. Uppercut from Ben. Just he's picking him off. He's sort of punching him at will, but still obviously not switching off. He knows what it is. I do like Ben's movement though. 1-2 from Whittaker. Uppercut landed from Whittaker's. Aranyenko tries to step out of range and tries to throw in a body shot to the body of Whittaker, but it fails. I like the way Whittaker leans in for his body shots. And a nice body shot there with the backhand from Whittaker. You know when you get put in like sparring and it's like, spar this guy because he's coming up and whatever, and just help push him on. This is what this fight feels like. It just feels like such like a disparity between the levels of the fighter. But you know what? Ezra's earned his money. He mouthed off. He got an opportunity. And like I said, look, it's a 10-rounder. Ideally, I'd like to see Ben stop him. Ben should stop him. I don't want to see 10 rounds. That I will say. But Aranyenko seems as if he's quite tough and quite durable. Not getting any shots off himself. It's a dominant performance so far from Ben. But I just need him to switch on now. And let's have a little bit of a plan of how we're going to get this guy out of here. Because we can play with him all we want. But really, we want to get him out of here. Right, it just seems as if Aranyenko's having problems trying to land any shots, and this is because of the movement of Whittaker, because of his fluidity, the generalship, just his demeanor in the ring. Yeah, it's just extremely one-sided, which is sort of it makes it anticlimactical, doesn't it? In a way. Right hand over the top is there for Ben. No, I didn't end the stream. Sorry, I must be behind. Tony? Nah, I'm back. Oh, on TV. I was about to say, how the hell's Tony on this stream? Yeah, lots of them will be there. I think the only one that's not there is me. Right, Yeka jumped deep water for sure, looking like he doesn't belong in there with Ben. Will he get the payday he wanted? You can't be mad at that. Yeah, you got to hustle, ain't you? 12 threes. Ben just looks at years ahead of the brother. Aranyenko's obsessed with throwing to the body, but not landing. Yeah, the work's there, isn't it? Yeah, his corner's telling him to start to break him down with the shots. So now we're looking at a plan now, rather than just going in there and sort of like having this tit for tat. Let's now try and break this fighter down. Right, we're in round number 5. Round number 5 already? I thought it was just in round number 3. 2 minutes left. Just over 2 minutes left of round number 5 of 10. I'd like Ben to stop him, I really would. But we're getting more of a boxing match here with the occasional showboating in there. And I know the thing is with Ben, I don't see him tired. He's got a phenomenal engine. He's got a high work rate output. And obviously he's got very good head and body movement. 1, 2, 3, combination coming in yet again from Ben. Nice uppercut thrown in underneath as Aranyenko tries to step back. He's trying to land the shots. He throws a 1-2 at Ben. I think the 2 lands, but there's no respect for this alleged power that Aranyenko's got. 1-2 from Ben. 2 from Ben. Sort of like just slapping a hook round the side of his head. No real purpose in it. So Aaron Yenke's trying to come in with his own shots now. They're trying to catch Whittaker, but Whittaker's just moving in and out round the ring. 1 minute left, round number 5 of 10. But there's a lot of shots that are being missed. Aaron Yenke is wild, throwing these overhands in, but he's just not phasing Ben whatsoever. Ben throws in a combination and literally rolls the anticipated shot that Aaron Yenke comes back in with, which is like a wild hook. He said Hagler, but I just can't see that. Meow. One, two from Whittaker. Aaron Yenke tries to come out with a shot to the body as Ben doubles up on the hook to Aaron Yenke's body. Stop turning your back, Ben. You're going to get into trouble by the ref. Not turning your back, but like doing his stuff. And yeah, you can hear the voice of Whittaker's coach saying, get him around the sides. He's not going to like the body shots. We've seen the effect of the body shots. Right, round number 5 of 10. I'd like to see Whittaker get a nice little cheeky stoppage. Yeah, it definitely. Oh, Riakporhe's on the pads. I'm not going to lie, I'm nervous. All right, I can't lie. I'm nervous about Riakporhe, but let me just get back to. We can talk about Riakporhe in a bit. Right, Ben's right is causing Ezra big problems. Uppercuts and hooks are disheartening. If he's saying Ezra has a padded record, mainly fought against. Can we not do this, Iffy? Louis Edmondson, yeah, I think that's a chap that's been calling him out for a while. I don't know where he is in the rankings, but I know he's one of the fighters that's been calling him out for a minute. Whoever works the camera in Sky Sports gets an A1 every time. Got to say that's experience, isn't it? You try to put bruv in a rear neck choke. Listen, when you're getting frustrated, this is why ears get bitten off and all crazy stuff happens in the ring because you're getting frustrated. You can't get to your opponent. You can't outbox him. So you start doing crazy stuff. We've seen it. And yeah, I do. Let's start pushing it down now. Let's start to nail it down. He's very sharp, Toby. Aaron Yeaker's got long arms. He's not using them at the moment. You can't do 12 rounds until you completed 10. Yeah, gave her, yeah. The doctor needs to write a prescription for himself after this. Boxing, he needs to stop. Yeah, he needs to stop this guy. This is what we should all expect from a hot prospect. Ezra coach told him no matter what, throw to the body. Right, I'm just going through this chat while I'm here. Let's have a wee look. What's wrong with this? Hi, Christoph. Hi. Yeah, Benny's whooping his trousers. His trousers are what is one of his sparkles dropped off 12. Yeah, it's like, but what are you stepping up to? This has got to be frustrating for a fighter when you know you're going in there with someone that really shouldn't be there. They've got a lucky break. It's frustrating, isn't it? So I don't know. Here we go. Start up in the gears now, Ben. Come on. Let's give this chap. Let's give him a good hiding. Uppercuts coming in from Ben. Yeah, he's still faffing. He's still faffing about. Whittaker's barely out of second gear. And I did say that he's gonna do that, isn't he? Chili tea. Merci beaucoup, monsieur. Is it an underwhelming performance from Ben, or is he his opponent just not making him rise to the occasion? Because I used to get like that. I think there's a couple of fights that I've watched, and it's like, oh, but it's like they're not getting up. They're not getting up for the opponent. But I know that Aaron Yenke is going to be in there getting very, very disheartened. And sometimes that's when the fighter just gives up. Anything can happen within the next 4 rounds because Ben's not going anywhere. He's toying with him. It's a subpar opponent. So I think he's a university doctorate. I don't know what it was in. I'm liking the less showboating personally. He got caught too much in his last fight. The doctor's tired. You reckon he's getting some momentum, Iffy? He's having a he's even having an. Oh, he's just. He just walked him back to the corner and Erinyeke just headbutted him in his cheek. Right, the ref's having a word with him. He's just. Oh my days! And you know the thing is, when you speak to like Ben, he's just naturally a joker. Can you imagine you're fighting someone, you're clearly not winning, and they're walking you back to your corner at the end of the round? Are you taking the mick? So yeah, you can frustrate the hell out of. It's disheartening, isn't it? You're going in there thinking that you're gonna do something to this prospect, and he's just making you look stupid. No, I don't think there's going to be no round 5 KO. I don't know. I don't know. I would love to see you do a few American watch. You know what, 12? I'm going to be doing the 3rd of August for the Riyadh season because it's Crawford versus Madrimov and it's Bacoli versus Jared Anderson. And we've got David Morrell Jr. And I can't remember who he's fighting because David Morrell Jr. has gone up to 175. So in August, I definitely will be doing that card. I will, even if I have to sleep all day on the Saturday UK to get up for the early hours of the morning, I'm definitely going to be doing that one. I ain't missing that fight live. And there's fighters on there that I like. An unpopular opinion, and I could be wrong, but unpopular opinion, I think Bacoli beats Anderson. Oh, thank you. Thank you. My American fight of is quite low. Obviously, I've got better knowledge on the British fighters, but there's a few on that card. That's why I'm comfortable to do that card. To be fair, I could have done Benavidez, Gvoznik, and obviously Javante Davis, Frank Martin, but not after doing this and then trying to I'd probably end up staying awake. I'll watch it, but I'm not doing a watch along for that. JD Dyer, shout out to my fellow homie. That's insane. That's what I was laughing at, walking him into the corner. That's insane. The longer this goes on, the worse criticism will be. Will it? People criticize anything anyway. But yeah, I want him to get him out of there. But another thing with the prospects, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it's good for them to get the rounds in. If they're looking obviously to step up to championship level, which I'm sure he will be, it's good. What happened there? What did Aaron Yenke do? Did he elbow him? Is he playing dirty? Right, so he's elbowed, so he's headbutted Ben, and now he's elbowed him. Frustrated. What did I say to you about biting ears off and stuff like that? If you're getting that frustrated in there because your opponent's making you look and feel stupid, Aaron Yenke's clearly got a big ego, and Ben is ruining that. Dragon leg. Dragon leg. I mean, I do try and keep my lives as clean as possible. And good evening and hi to you. But why are you called Dragon Leg? I mean, why did you choose to have that name, Dragon Leg? Yeah. Yeah, same. Yep. I'm behind in the chat again. Whitaker needs higher level opponents. Let me rush through this chat to make sure. Oh my God, there's loads here. Did it? Sorry. Don't you remember that I was in a live stream and then it just cut off once? Dodgy Wi Fi. Sweet Pea. Roy Jones Jr. Okay, Grady agrees with me. He thinks he's a hype job. Yeah. I think at the moment, I think the UK's got like the heavyweights. I don't know what's coming through in the US, so please feel free to tell me if there's anybody that like really like is standing out in the US. But I think at the moment it's the UK that's got the heavyweights. We've got a nice bunch of heavyweights, and we've still got them coming through as well. We've got the young ones coming through, so I think we're quite lucky at the moment. But Coley is a really good opponent for Jared. Obviously, if Jared's trying to push through his career, but I haven't really seen anything that's making me look at Jared and say, wow. And I know when Bacoli's in shape, I did put up something on my social media, on my Instagram, where Bacoli boxed Tony Yoka and absolutely ridiculed him through the whole fight, just just battered him, but in a boxing way. It was really nice to see. And if that Bacoli goes in with Anderson, there could be problems. But you know what? We'll see. He does, and you know what? It's good. It's good that he's got someone like Billy Nelson, because sometimes if you haven't got a promoter that's going to mouth off for you, you need someone to do it for you, and Billy Nelson does a good job of that. Like it or not. But maybe Billy Nelson mouthing off about Martin Bacoli is what got Martin Bacoli the fight with Jared Anderson. You can't really argue with it. Sorry about the glitching. After all Ben's talk, I expect more showboating and a vicious performance. Yeah, I thought he would have been a bit vicious with it. But like I said, it's okay to get rounds in as well. Oh, see, you know what? I've got to put my hands up then. I'm sorry. I don't know much about Muay Thai. Okay. I'll stop. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. Because this could have gone left. Yeah, the heavyweights are disappearing for sure. Do you think he's going to smoke him? Well, it just depends what they've coming through. I don't know what's going on with the amateurs. We know that we've got Paris. We know that we've got Paris this year, but other than that, what have we got? Is it going to carry on? There was some suggestion that we might not even be having the Olympics anymore. And Bacoli, when he's good, he's very, very good. Yeah, the main event. I reckon it's going to be either now or about past. Richard Torres is okay. I've seen Torres. I think he's a bit. Right. I think he's a bit, just a little bit rough around the edges. Torres is. I have seen him. I have watched him fight. He's obviously is he just started? Did he just have his debut the other day? So you can't really go off that. But You reckon Dragon Leg? Yeah, Emma. Yeah, yeah. Put some respect on Jared Anderson, a heavyweight that can fight like a light heavyweight. Are you playing with me now, Dragon Leg? Jared is not 100% focused. Okay, maybe that. Okay. But that fight could be the one to focus him. I hope so. I like being proved wrong. Um, Torres is new though, isn't he? Didn't he just? Wasn't he his debut the other day? Or am I mixing him up with somebody else? Right, they need to step Ben up immediately. Yeah, can't tell how good he is because no one's punching him yet. I agree. But then we've got to have that argument, and this is a conversation. Obviously, I'll try and have with the promoter. Like, what are we going to do with Ben next? The one thing that I will say, and I'll be quite open and blunt about it. If he was with Eddie would be starting to put him through the mill already. He'd be testing him. Yeah, I've seen that. How many people is Sugar Hill training? I've seen that there's got some videos, but I'm sure I saw him with Lennox Lewis. A couple of social media posts. Was Lennox Lewis one of them, and then Sugar Hill another one. I don't know if they had an open day at the gym. I'm sure I've seen Lennox Lewis. I'm sure I did, not just Sugar Hill. No, I know what you meant, Dragon. See, a couple of people are thinking that Bacoli beats Anderson. I think it's one of them that we're just going to have to wait and see. But saying that, I've got to get back to this fight. We are in round number 9 of 10, and it looks as if, I don't know, is Whittaker starting to put a little bit of pressure on Aranyika? We've got 1 minute left of round number 9. He's throwing out a couple of shots. He's hit Ben with a couple of shots there, but Ben's out there throwing his own shots back. Countering. 1-2. Coming back in from Aranyenke. Body. You can hear the coaches of Ben Whittaker saying, work the body. That's it. Just make them count. Stop tapping him on his head. The ref's going to go at you, Ben. There we go. As he dips and throws that left shot to the body of Aranyenke. Aranyenke throws out his own jab, which Whittaker's able to slip and move out of the way. Once again, Whittaker throwing the shot to the body. Aranyenke is trying to throw his own shots back, but once again, it's just not hitting. I think, if I'm going to be honest, I think Ben's bored. I just don't think he's been stimulated enough to get enough out of him. Right, let's jump back in this chat. What's Toby saying? The only round I can see Aranyenke getting is in the pub after. Ring Girls is at it again. Anderson has just, yeah, we've seen that. Why am I going back over things that I've already seen? Bacoli beats Anderson for me. That's from Russell. Jared is from that Ohio 12-round fighter style. He's not shown that dog walk yet. Okay. We'll give it time then. I'm up for giving it time. One of the things that I did like about Jared that stood out in the beginning for me with him was his ring walks. I liked what he did with his ring walks. I liked the Chucky outfit, the prison outfit. I liked all of that, the pimp one with the fur. I thought, oh, yes, entertaining. We like this. And then you look at that and then you look at the performances and you're like, okay, where are we here? But then I watched one of his... Right, so I'm just listening to what they're saying as we're going into round number 10 of 10. I think Andy Clark is saying that Joby Clayton, which is Ben Whittaker's trainer, has said to him, it's down to you now. Basically what are you going to do? Is this going to go the full distance? Or are you going to put your foot on the gas? I'm glad Ben's got the rounds in. It was a one-sided fight, completely one-sided. Oh, Whittaker's gum shield's out. Right, Grady's saying that Jared is weak mentally. Just watch his interviews already. I remember that. He spoke about retirement, didn't he? And he said about the YouTube fighters getting paid more or something. I'll name this account later. This fight is awful. I've got some paint drying in the other room. Like, going, come on, be nice. It's because it's one sided. It's because there's nothing coming back. What can you do? What can you do with that? I think Ben is somebody that needs to be like stimulated by who he's fighting. Some fighters are like that, whether you agree with it or not. They won't just go in there and bully their opponents. They need that. They need something coming back from them. I sound like his mom now, don't I? Sticking up for him, but I've seen it before. He's boxed well. What can we say? All right, he hasn't he haven't knocked him out. We've got 1 minute 30 left. Anything's possible. He hasn't stopped him. However, he's got in a good solid 10 rounds, and he's outboxed his opponent in every round. He hasn't looked uncomfortable in there at any point. He's got to be stepped up. I think I'm going to agree with what Emma said. He's got to be stepped up, and I think, did Raymond say it? Raymond Hales. It's time to step up his opponent. Moves like a light heavy, cries like a baby. Greedy belly. Considering it's Ben Whitaker, this one's a boring fight. Greedy belly. That's music's words, isn't it? It's not gonna happen. He does, because they don't land on him properly as well, Russell. What's this? Where's that come from, Emmett? The drunken master. All right, come on, Ben. 16 seconds. Yeah, Aaron Yankee looks like his legs are all over the place here. Yeah, he's going to just survive. He's just going to live in the last round. You don't need to chase him, Ben. Just leave it. Let the bell go. You've got your good rounds in. Yeah. Oh, so he had the opportunity then. Look, he's got the rounds in. Looked as if he might have got him. He got him into. He's dipped him a couple of times in there, but it is what it is. One-sided, competent performance. Okay, he didn't get the stoppage, but you've seen how he disheartened his opponent. We've had a headbutt and an elbow. Right, the drunken master style can get a bit boring after a while. I just think that he just needs to have somebody that's going to bring it out of him. This opponent was nowhere near match for him. It was, like I said, it was like the rookie comes into the gym and you say, I'll just give him a few rounds. Richard Torres, was it him then? Olympic silver medalist. He's pretty good. I think it might be him. I was thinking about, not the one that somebody mentioned earlier, Survivor. Yeah, I think it was him. He's fresh, isn't he? He's just come out, hasn't he? We've seen him have the KO power before. He's knocked out a couple of his opponents. Yeah, I think that I think the matchmaking was poor. Benny's about the quickness. You can see that he doesn't sit down, or he's not sitting down, I should say, on his shots. Well, guys, he's only got 7 wins. Give him time. We're so impatient as boxing fans. Like I said, he's got the rounds in. It was a one-sided beatdown. He's not hurt. The opponent shouldn't have been in there. Wasn't good enough. It's down to the promoters now to start giving him those tests. I know he works hard in the gym. I've seen what he does with his sparring. I know what he's capable of. And to me, he just didn't get up for this opponent because there was nothing to get up for. Excuse me. Right, Scott Thomas. Ben has got to step up now. Yeah, I agree, Scott. Scott, I'm with you. It's possible that Ben hasn't got the power to stop him. Running. Yeah, you tell him, dragon leg. Ben, Shakan Pitters or Aziz would be good next. Ben is still a prospect. Give him time. Yeah. You notice how the Americans are more compassionate and they're saying, listen, give him time. And it's the Brits that are like, rah, 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 rah. Crazy. We are just literally miles apart on the spectrum on how we see things. But that's why I'm grateful that we've got some Americans in the chat as well, because the perspectives are so different, and we need that. We need that to like that balance. Um, Open university. See, love it. You look. Is this true or not? When you're going through the ranks, you've got to have a fight that you get rounds in, because eventually you're going to be going up to those 12 rounders. And yes, you can do those long rounds in sparring. I'm not saying that. But sometimes when you've got an opponent, as he's just had, where he knows he can have those 10 rounds, push those longer rounds, and see what it's like staying there for a longer period of time, what's wrong with that? Of course, I would have liked to have seen him knock him out, but you can see that he frustrated him in there, because look at what his opponent was doing. Um, but yeah, 7 fights in, a competent win, step up in opponents, on to the next, job done. Absolutely, Philip. Great experience for Ben. Come on, get in. Sure, he's a prospect, but decorated amateur, 27. Let's step it up now. Shalom needs sorting out his match. I don't know who their matchmaker is, actually. Yeah, he has. Yeah. Dan Aziz will be next, I think. I think somebody's mentioning Shakan Pitters as well. Could be. Ben could have thrown like he did in the last 20 seconds of that and got him out of there by the 6. But he likes to entertain. Ain't really took that boy seriously. I'm inclined to agree with you, Flash. Respect for getting Shalom on abs, but he damn it. He was himself. He enjoyed himself. He liked that. Yeah, I'd like to see that versus one of the guys that we've just spoken about. And then when Ben cracks him, do get on his bike with 20 seconds left and rolled away. It's one of them, innit? But we're going into the main event now. I should have got water. Oh, I don't usually drink fizzy pop. But anyway, I've got to do my hosting. Welcome to all of you beautiful people. We've got 338 people watching at the moment. Thanks for all of you that are tuning in. If you could hit the like button, the share button, and if you feel like it and you want to see more of these lives, or you want to hear me speak to our lovely guests that we have from the world of boxing, please subscribe. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you as well. I've got a conversation being uploaded tomorrow or Monday by a kickboxer called Rion One K1 kickboxer, who's got about 4 belts. So we had a good conversation. That's coming up on the channel. And also, I'm going to be attending a motor show where, you know, they have like cars that have been modified, etc., etc. So I'm going to one of them. So I'm going to be speaking to some of these guys in the motor industry that have modified their cars. There'll be some footage of cars. Hopefully get to speak to the guys that have done the modifications and just do what I do, but around cars. So we're going to kind of like switch it up, but that will be in a separate playlist. Yes, it will alert you, and it may not be boxing. For that, I do apologize. I'm not setting up another channel, but there will be like a separate playlist for some of the other kind of diverse work that I'll be doing. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to branch out and just speak to, like I said, a lot of different people. My passions are boxing, music, and cars. So those are the 3 kind of areas that I'm looking to develop for 2024. Oh, bloody crap. That's what I'm drinking. 1 second. So yeah, just to keep you updated, really. Let's have a look at the chat. Yeah, good development for Ben. Absolutely spot on. And he's very fit. He is fit. He's light heavyweight, Dragon. Riakporhe by stoppage. CBS isn't like that. Oh, Dr. Pepper. And now I'm going to have to like flush it out with a gallon of water. I don't drink fizzy pop. I usually just drink water. And now this is just repeating on me like crazy. Right, at this stage of his career, matchmaking is of the utmost importance, not picking someone out of it. I do agree with the picking out of a crowd. I will say that, Raymond. I do agree with that. They've got to be structured and build him slowly, but surely, with credible opponents. Simon Stevens, good evening to you, Simon. Benny's a sharp puncher, great reflexes, but for me, not a world-class KO puncher. Time will tell. Light heavyweight about to get interesting, especially with Benavidez. And never mind Benavidez. Why are we not talking about David Morrell Jr.? Benavidez. David Morrell Jr. That's who I've got my eyes on. Because you know he's a puncher. MT saying that Whittaker needs to go to Matchroom. Abs is going to spread out on a box. No. This isn't. What was it? What was that magazine called back in the 90s? FHM, For Him magazine, was it? Nah, there's none of that. We're going to keep it professional. Yeah, Dan Aziz, I agree, would be an ideal opponent. I like Ben a lot, love his movement and his personality, but I feel like he's not really putting the pressure on these guys. Maybe that's just not his style. I think it is his style. I just think he just needs that fighter to be in there with him. That's going to step to him. And then we'll see what he's really about. Yeah, mad. He was just too good for this guy. CBS takes too many punches and he blocks with his face. I've got the other guy. That's what we want to hear. Richard, the Midnight Train. Not biased. MT saying Ben doesn't seem to have power, which might cause him an issue. He has got power. He's knocked a couple of his. I can't. I've got box record. I haven't even got the box record, but he has knocked people out. CBS blocks more punches with his head than Dubois. Oh, Torres is 10 fights in. Oh, who's the new one then? Who is the new one? Is his surname Ali? But he looks like he's got a moustache. His name's Ali. And I thought he was from the American Team USA heavyweight. And he just had his debut the other day. Am I tripping? Gosh, look how many people are there though. There's a good turnout here. Fair play. No. Aziz fighting Whittaker next will definitely be I'm not reading that. So why I never usually do the watch along is because I'm in my man cave listening to vinyl and watching boxing with the volume down. It's the best. You know, I was worried where that conversation was going, Russell, because sometimes what I do is I don't read the comments while they're in the chat. I just put them on the screen and I got to man cave. I was like, should I carry on reading that? Because let's face it, people have man caves for various reasons. It's not, but whatever. I've already made my first mistake with Dragon Leg. I'm not going to do it again about Man Cave. I saw Ebony Bridges is into cars too. Yeah, saw on Officially Gas YouTube channel. Was cool to see. Yeah, there's a few of us girlies that like cars. I've always liked cars. Years ago, I used to go to the motor shows. Remember when they used to bring out all the concepts? They used to have them at the Birmingham NEC. So that's where I used to go and look at all of the brand new cars that were coming out. I remember there was what was it? There was I think the last one I went must have been Lotus had a particular model out. There was I'm going back years now. We're talking about like Vauxhall Calibra. That's discontinued. Or it could have been the Vauxhall Monaro, which is the Australian version, isn't it? The Monaro. So I like cars. At the moment, I'm into my the ones that are kitted up, the ABT, and some of the roll car work that they do with the Audis, the RS, the RS Audis. Big, massive fan of the RS from Audi. I like German cars. I think Germans are fantastic for engineering on vehicles. If I do watch anything on cars, I prefer to listen to German channels that obviously speak English when they're going through like the new cars that are coming out, the specifications, etc., etc. So yeah, I love all of that. German cars are my favourite. Not a fan, and please no offence, of American vehicles. And I do like. There was a McLaren. What was it called? It's got ridiculous horsepower. It just came out on a channel that I watched the other day. It's got that air suspension, like it's just amazing. Now I can't remember what it is. It slipped my mind. Beautiful, but yeah, I like cars. Oh, Max Power magazine. Yeah, I won't be doing none of that. Yeah, absolutely right, Reg. You cannot beat experience getting 10 rounds under the belt. Matchmaking, this guy walked into a press conference and called Ben out, but the guy, Ezra, was a tough nut. He was, but not good enough. I've got Chris Billam-Smith all day. Ooh, Technique's got Smithy winning. Yeah, God, there's loads of people there as well. It looks lovely, the way it's set back. They're playing the Queen's Crystal Palace music, aren't they? Yeah, decent turnout. This fight can't disappoint. We were saying possibly Dan Aziz. A couple of people have mentioned Birmingham Shakhan Pitters as well. And like, look, Raymond Aziz should turn down the Whitaker fight. Aziz should turn down the Whitaker fight. He was almost world level. Even my eyes are playing tricks on me. I can't read that properly. You get those 10 rounds with opponents that are on 10 round level. Those are the guys you should be stopping for real, but a win's a win. And by the next one, we'll all forget about this fight. And it wasn't that bad. It would, like I said, the opponent just wasn't up to his standard. Yeah, God, I love the RS6, especially obviously the estate version. The RS7s are really nice as well. I do like cars like that. Congratulations on retiring on Friday. Enjoy your retirement. I love to hear that. Ayrton Senna, the F1. You know, I'd love to get into F1. Somebody said they would have helped me with that, and then they skanked, and I never heard from them again. Oh, they're doing. Getting nervous now. Oh, I don't like when this happens. God, that place is heaving. What was the capacity there? Oh, the midnight train has arrived. Oh, I hate getting nervous. Good evening to all of you. Where are my manners? I'm Abs of October Red, and this is a live watch along. We are at it's main event time. They are just about to get the ring walk started for Chris Billam-Smith versus Richard Riakporhe, a world title fight in the cruiserweight division. Richard is there ringside, and I think he's got rapper M Huncho walking him out, I think. Rich is bouncing to the ring. Yeah, he's got M Huncho with him. Oh, look at him. Bless him. Is Madonna there? 15K. Is that what we're saying? Hold on. Anyone? A couple of people have said about that, about Gvozdyk. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what Boxer wants to do with him. Yeah, I get it. But it's like, okay, does he turn it down? And then what fights does he have? This is the position that we're getting in. I mean, you've seen the rumors at the moment. That's what's happening with apparently, this super league that's being built. Allegedly 200 fighters across 4 promotional companies. Listen, the competition is going to get stiff. It's literally going to be like the Hunger Games. You're going to have an elite level of fighters. Yeah, the fighters that bring in the money going blood, guts, and glory against each other. And then you're going to have the others that could have been. So what do? Do you not take fights? What happens? There's going to be a massive vacuum for the small hall fights. But then how many people are going to still be watching the small hall fights when they know that they can watch these guys that are allegedly in the top 15 of each weight category? I think, what is it going to be, 12 weight categories or 12 weight categories, top 15 fighting each other? It's Listen, boxing's changing. But that's just my opinion. And at the end of the day, that's just a rumor as well. Oh, look at Rich. Crystal Palace is a rough pot. Oh, is it? Sellers, Croydon, great gyms down there doing great work. Right, so Simon's saying there's 15k there tonight, but 26k is a capacity. Thanks, boys. I didn't know. I don't follow football. That is one sport I wouldn't even try and get into. He didn't do Madonna. You blaming body? Hear the crowd booing? Yeah, you go and concentrate, Russell. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself concentrating. Benavidez is going to knock his head off. This is his Canelo fight. Reynoso's going to get bet and probably make Canelo fight him at 175. Would be a nice Disney book. We'll see what happens. His Excellency. Oh my God, look how focused CBS is. Nice. I do. You know, one thing I do like about CB, I love his robe that he always wears. It's very Middle Earth. It gives me that Lord of the Rings vibe, and I like that. That was a good thing. That was right. I'm sorry, but wouldn't want to see my doctor getting beaten around the head like that when he's worried about his own health. Why would he be worried about mine? I know this song, but I can't tell you who it is. But Chris Billam-Smith is about to walk to the ring. This is going to be it. Is it going to be and still, or is it going to be and the new? Oh my days, I'm getting nervous now. Wow, what a robe that is. That's really nice, that is. I do like it. I'd wear a coat like that. Yeah, look here, look here. Okay, you enjoy the Amazon Prime card headline for us. 12, it's been absolutely amazing having you for the evening. So yeah, enjoy the fight. And I'll see you on the next watch along, maybe. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. That'd be nice. Helps the algorithm. And I've been told I've got to start promoting, even though look, I've even got a little banner going across there saying hit the likes and subscribe and whatever. Right, dragon leg. Yeah, it is. It's nice. Oh yeah, Kano does his walkout, doesn't he? Kano does his. Yeah, Kano does CBS. Oh my days! Right, right, Toby. That's it. You're saying that CBS is going to beat him. More than welcome, 12s. Yeah, he does. He's looked like that from the weigh-in. From the weigh-in, he switched. Oh, I love it. The mean look here. But I've been saying it. I said, listen, got to take this fight seriously. Got to take this fight seriously. This is not going to be a walkover. Chatting boxing with Babatunde. Good evening to you. This is a big weekend of boxing. Are you going to stay up to watch? Don't know. See what happens after this. I'll probably say I'll stay up and then I'll be asleep. So I've got certain routines that I do in the morning, and boxing often interrupts that. So I'm not that desperate to watch the card. So I don't mind waiting until the morning to watch it. But if I wake up because my body says, oh, you're supposed to be doing something, and it's 4 a.m., I'll get up, then I'll go and watch it. Of course, he's durable. Very, very durable. I'm in the USA. How do Peacock, Paul? You can put it on a Peacock TV over there in the USA. And good evening to you. Roby, CBS coming to games and Seoul looking like that in that outfit. Yeah. To take souls. Okay, yeah. Oh, we have the national anthems. God Save the King. You know, if I was a singer, I'd be really nervous about singing in front of everybody, like the national anthem. What if you didn't hit a note? Was it Jamie Foxx that did a national anthem and he missed a note once? And then it was like really weird. It's time, Jack. Mr. Grandy is saying if Riakporhe can't hurt Smith, Smith might take it. Well, we're going to find out now, aren't we, Mr. Grandy? We're going to find out. No, he's Nigerian. He's Nigerian. Yeah, he's Nigerian. That's nice, Dragon Leg, and I'm not putting that on here because I don't want to get banned off YouTube. May I ask, if you've just come into the chat, if you could hit the like button? I'd really appreciate that. It helps. We do all algorithm things here. And I am trying to get to 10,000. The channel's been active for 3 years in November as obviously a boxing channel. December this year. So I'd like to get to 10,000. That'd be very nice. We're getting there, but it'd be nice if we could. Right, see Martin saying, and good evening to you, Martin. The midnight train by stoppage round 9. Tech Test is saying, shout out to October, shout out to you as well. I'm looking forward to this one. Richard's too much for Chris. He was Spark Smith out. Inside 3, Tech. That's bold. You know I like Rich, but that is bold. Fair play. I like that. So you know when somebody just like says, yeah, this is what's going to happen. I like that energy. You know what, text that. You know what, I'm leaving this up. Sorry. I need that. This is the positive energy that we need for this fight. So yeah, that's staying on the screen. Thank you, Tech. That's staying up. Right, I'm going to score this. Can't be any worse than Howard Foster. Emmett. Yeah, this cruiserweight. Yeah, cruiserweight. So Richard's 34, 17 fights, 117. Yeah. Oh my Lord, I'm so nervous. I hate when I feel like this. 2021, I first met Rich when he signed to Boxer. I went to Boxer's very first show and I went up to him as a fan because I'd watched his fights before. And I says, I've just started up my channel, didn't even have like 20 subscribers. I said, would you mind being a guest on my channel, like all like shy and everything? He goes, yeah, of course. He goes, DM me and I'll come over and I'll jump on the channel. And ever since then, he's always given me his time. He said to me, the very first conversation we had, he said, you stick to this. I keep seeing you turning up every single time. You will get somewhere. You've got to stay consistent. Because I used to beg for people to interview me and they never wanted to know. They say, oh yeah, I'll come back and do you in a bit and speak to other fighters. And all of this really encouraging words that I've had from Rich. There's other things that he's helped me with behind the scenes as well. And he speaks well of me when the doors are in other words, when I'm not in the room. So when I say I have bias and people like take the mick, there is a reason. So there is a reason why I'd like him to win, because he's always remained solid. And I've met loads of fighters, but Richard has remained solid throughout all of these 3 years. So that's the reason why I have my bias. That's the truth. But boxing's boxing. Oh my lord. And whoever wins this has got to fight Jay Apataya. Don't want to hear anything. Who's the other one? Is it Zerdo? What's his name? The one that went up, that fought Bivol and went up. Is it Zerdo Ramirez? Oh, I can't remember his name. He's got. Here we go. Howard Foster. I'll never forget when he threw someone threw a towel and he threw it back out the ring and let them carry on fighting. Here we go, guys. Ha 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 ha. Woo! I'm leaving that comment up, guys. I'll come back to the chat, but we're keeping Tech Test comment up because this is the kind of energy, the positivity that we need from the chat tonight. And you know, people that don't like me, they'll be hoping that Richard loses just so I can feel bad. People are very bad-minded, but I know that. Here we go. Right. Looks like CBS starts off first with the jab. Both of the men fighting for the center of the ring. Lovely composure from both fighters. CBS just taps out the jab onto Richard Riakporhe's head. Richard Riakporhe tries to go for the body, but just lands slightly short. Saying that he just lands a jab on the gloves of CBS. The jab goes out from Richard Riakporhe, and CBS throws his own jab to the body, backhand to the head. Riakporhe throws the jab to the head. And both men in the clinch, and the ref separates them. I hate when that happens. When they get too close in the first round, they're quite cagey. Lovely stance from both of them. What I think I might do is get both of their fights and put them side by side just so we can see, try and make a little video, and hopefully I don't get done by copyright, but just to see the development of both fighters. A bit of clinching in this round. I mean, we haven't even got halfway through. We get in the clinches as Richard throws out the jab to the head, jab to the body of CBS. Once again, jab to the head of CBS. Backhand already into the head of CBS. He took it, but that was a good shot. Good shot. 1-2 coming in from CBS. Jab from CBS. I don't feel nervous anymore now. Jab comes out from Riakporhe. Double jab from CBS as he holds back in throwing the right hand. I don't know why he did that. The jab once again goes out from Riakporhe. Body shot there from Billam-Smith. Jab once again from both. 1-2 from Riakporhe. Riakporhe's got a nice long reach. He's nice jab. It's just snapping the head back of CBS there. Body shot with the 2 from Riakporhe. Both men in the clinch. Rich. Yeah, I was about to say Rich is grabbing his arm there, trying to squeeze a bit of the power out of it. Nice hook coming in from CBS. Too much clinching, Rich. Yeah, stop it. Jab coming out from Rich. Uppercut comes in from CBS as he pushes Riakporhe back onto the ropes. The ref's going to have a word with him about holding. Stop holding. Yeah, he's done it. Howard Foster says, I'm telling you again, stop doing it. Yeah, not a bad first round. As expected, it looks like Richard's landed the nice 2 on the face of CBS, who's caused a bit of reddening there. When you take his jab away from him, he's reaching for your jab. And you're going to, even with that right hand to the body, you're not falling in on it. Change the pace. Stay calm. Make sure you get yourself into that distance. He's already trying to grab already. Oh, they've moved out his corner. Try and listen to what. Right, it's saying throw the left to the body. It's all right. I'm just trying to hear what they're saying. We're going into round number 2. Right, so they're saying right from what I'm getting here, the corner is saying to CBS to take the jab away, and it's working because look, Riakporhe's already trying to. He's going in for the clinch because you're getting through. That's the gist of what I'm getting from what the corner was saying. So now we're getting sort of like an idea of the game plan here. It seems to be a little bit of the battle of the jabs, but I'd say Billam-Smith is more active. He's throwing more of a combination, combination of shots. Throwing more shots. Right, CBS is a centre of the ring. Richard on the back foot, which is normal. Overhands coming in from Richard. The ref separates the two. Richard, don't make this messy. It doesn't need to be messy. You can box. Rich is talking up. Don't really like what I'm seeing from him. If I'm going to be brutally honest, not seeing much boxing from him. I don't know I'm trying to figure out what he's trying to do. Here we go. Just open up. It's like he's throwing a 1-2, then tucking up and going inside. So okay. Slightly frustrating to watch. The refs had to separate both guys. It's all right. I'm just trying to figure out what Richard's trying to do at the moment. As the jabs are coming in from CBS, we had 2 jabs coming in there. Rich threw one back, threw the backhand, but there didn't seem to be much in that backhand, as in power. And Rich just seems to be smothering the work of CBS. But just by locking that arm in, he's continuously locking that arm in, and I'm just... Here we go. He's gonna have a word. Rich is gonna get told off here. Right, we're round number 2. They've called timeout because the ref's having to have a word. And I think it's going to be about Riakporhe grabbing the arm. Right, box. You can box. The double jab coming out from CBS. Body shot coming in from Richard with the backhand. 1, 2, 3 coming in from CBS. Uppercut there coming in from Riakporhe. Riakporhe's trying to force a clinch. Moves backwards. CBS comes forward. Rich throws the backhand. CBS is getting really frustrated with what Richard's doing here because he's literally just forcing himself on him and holding him. Jab comes out from Richard. A pouring jab, a jab response from CBS. Jab once again comes out from Richard. Jab once again from CBS. CBS seems to be landing the more accurate shots. Richard is slightly wild. No real composure to the shots that he's landing. I'm going to say at the moment I've got CBS up. Right, cruiserweight, Warlock. Yeah, I do agree. It's a Warlock robe. Trust me, Richard is coming out like a steam train. Smith is in for a shock tonight. And yeah, Richard is a lovely guy. I think Riakporhe is more nervous than CBS. I want Riakporhe to win though. The occasion could get to him. I'm not taking off tech test thing on there. I'm keeping this positive. Richard going to have him in the later rounds, which is something that Richard does do. In a sense, he boxes a little bit. When I say boxes, he's better than Wilder, but he's okay to sit on the back foot because he knows that he can stick with his power. But the thing is, I've seen him box. He can box, but he's not boxing here, and I don't know why. Right, here we go. Center of the ring. Richard takes center of the ring and throws out the jab once again. CBS is coming back in with the counter. Richard just seems to be leaning in and going for the grab. Double jab coming out from CBS. Riakporhe answers with the jab and then tries to throw a shot to the body, but it misses. A sweeping shot. We are in round number 3 of 12. They are fighting for the world title, of which Chris Billam-Smith is the holder. Uppercut there coming in from CBS. Both men fighting inside of the clinch. We're getting some work inside. It just seems as if Richard's holding the head of CBS, but the ref's letting them fight inside. But we will get that. I think we had I don't know, either CBS is getting obviously frustrated, but he just keeps on looking at the ref like to say, look, he's not playing fair, tell him to stop. When Rich just seems to be, like I said, just doing what he wants in there. Right, the ref's moaning about a low blow from Rich. I didn't see that it was low, but here we go. So we've got Riakporhe in the centre of the ring, CBS on the back foot. CBS throws in the jab. Rich is going in for the clinch once again, and the ref separates the two. It's mad, you know, because I've watched Rich spar hundreds of rounds. Well, not hundreds. I've probably watched him spar 100. I just want to see more boxing. See more what I've seen him do. There we go. Flicking out that jab. Use your distance. Oh, wild shot then as CBS gets under it. He saw that shot coming there. Richard looking to throw that leaping right hook. Looks like they've definitely studied Richard. Interesting. Right, I'm just having a look. Like once again, like both guys in the clinch, fighting in the clinch. The ref's letting him do it. The clappers are going for the 10-second in round number 3 as he separates the two. Richard's timing's off. He's throwing like wild shots, and Billam's able to go under it. I'm going to see if I can listen to the corner. 1 sec in the chat. Yeah, see it, yeah. Yeah, Tasha's right. She's got CBS up. Let me have a look at this chat. Oh, right, here we go. Richard's gonna, what? I like what you said about Rich there, October. Fair point, come on. Oh, it was Ramirez. JR Pataya by stoppage. Yeah, can't, yeah, Zerdar Ramirez, that's it. Yeah. You're right, and that would be a war. Riakporhe by KO, yeah. The videos, front YouTube, with Dillian, Mark Tibbs, who's great to watch. Doesn't work. Oh, you're in the, oh, sorry, Paul. In that case, I don't know, because obviously Sky Sports you can't get abroad, so I know it was Peacock. So sorry about that. Dominican and Republic, I hope you're enjoying the weather. I think DJ Bucci, I think Rich needs to do more jabbings. I need to see more fundamentals. We saw Masternak with CBS. Masternak very had those fundamentals, clearly had that amateur experience. I know Richard Riakporhe isn't that of that caliber, but we need to see more fundamentals. And that was a really good jab there from Richard. There we go, which knocks the head back of Billam-Smith, and he manages to land a shot to the body. There we go. As another hook comes in from Riakporhe. Once again, he throws out the jab to CBS. CBS counters. We're in round number 4. 1 minute 55 left of that round. That's nice. Nice, better jabs coming out from Rich, and you can see what Billam-Smith's going to do when he's throwing out that jab. You can see that obviously Billam-Smith he knows what Riakporhe's going to do. Have that pause, see what Billam-Smith does, and the next time you throw that shot, you can account for that. You can adapt to that. So if he's going to move his head, you can move and angle that shot so he gets him where he's going to move his head because he's anticipating what Richard's going to do. Yet sometimes those slight pauses rather than unloading. I'm seeing some reddening on the nose of CBS, I think maybe. So the jab seems to be working from Riakporhe, so he just needs to use it more. We've got 1 minute. Overhand coming in from Richard. I just need to see, just work off that jab. Use it. It works. It's ramrod. It's stiff. It's powerful. That's it. Flicking it out. CBS throws back his own. 1-2. Overhand coming in from Rich. We're in round number 4 of 12. Richard goes to throw it overhand. The timing's off again because CBS can actually anticipate that coming and he's able to move away from it. I know Rich won't be tired. I do know that much, but just need the timing of Richard to tighten up that timing. Get your proper distance. Get your range in. And you see that there when Billam's thrown out the jab and he's like double dipped, whack to the body. Yeah, the jab's good. It's busted what's his name's nose, hasn't it? Hey, how's it going, Miss October of the Earth? How's everybody doing today? Great, I hope. How are you doing? We're all good here. I need to fast forward through this chat. Sorry, it's because I've been trying to listen to what the corners were saying. All I know is that Marius Breedis needs to just stay active. Oh, I've lost text comment now because I've gone back on here. Are you saying 2-2? I'm inclined to agree with Emma here. 2-2. 3-1. CBS scoring more punches. 4-0 CBS. I'm watching it live, and that's a general feeling around ringside. Yeah, CBS knows he's damaged. Yeah, because he's strong, isn't he? Richard always looks tense. I wouldn't really read too much into that. That's how he is in the ring. But he's just not able to get his work out. And I'm trying to figure out why, because it's baffling me a bit. I'm just not seeing the work I want to see. That's better. That leaping hook into the side of the face. The jab once again lands on Billam-Smith. The body shots goes in from Richard Riakporhe. CBS throws his own. Richard comes back with the double jab and the body shot. Both men once again in the clinch. We've got just under 2 minutes left of round number 5 of 12. I don't know, guys in the chat, what do you think? Do you think they're still being a little bit cagey with what they're doing? Not necessarily CBS, but Rich just seems to be a little bit, he's holding back a little bit. CBS is pushing forward. Riakporhe seems to be holding back. But he's using the fundamentals. That jab is working. It's damaged the nose of Chris. But his timing, I don't like his timing. His timing's off. Because every time Riakporhe tries to throw the backhand, CBS anticipates it coming and he's able to navigate and move away from it so it doesn't land. Because if it lands, we know it's going to hurt. So now we look at, there's two things here. There's activity. And activity is probably playing a part in this. CBS has been the more active fighter. On the eye, he's looking like the better performer in this. I can't say to like Richard's really putting in the effort that I need to see him put in. Don't get me wrong, one punch from Rich and it could be lights out for CBS. I'm not disputing that, but what I'm saying is I'm not really seeing anything from Rich. He's not utilizing the jab as well as he has done. It's almost like he just wants to get into range and just smother him. What now? All right, round's over. I need to hear what his coach is saying to him. Oh, right, they've gone on to bloody adverts. Oh, what have I missed? Oh, hold on. Don't be worried. Yeah, well, yeah. I'm not worried. I'm frustrated. Right, hi, red hair looks great. Oh, you're fishing. Oh, you're fishing in the dark. What type of fishing is that? It's going all right. To me, I think CBS is up. He seems to be throwing more punches. Richard's smothering both their work. He's not getting his work off, and he's trying to smother the work coming out from CBS. However, when he has used his jab and he's used it quite well, you can see that it's hurt the nose of Billam-Smith. But I need to see more boxing. I think if Richard is able to put his work together, it will be more successful. But either he's not comfortable with letting his hands go, or Chris is stopping him from letting his hands go. And this is why sometimes, with like the championship fights, I wish that I had a boxer like sat next to me, or a boxer that was able to join me live to possibly tell me what's going on here, and why he's not putting his work together, and why he's not getting his shots off as well as he needs to be. Riakporhe's never been one for head movements. I'm never going to stand up and say he's got the best head movement, but we usually see him plant his feet and really let those shots go. And I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing that it's CBS that's the one that's really pushing the pace here. And it's frustrating. See, look, straight away he leans in. Soon as CBS like throws out a jab, which he has done, Riakporhe's leaning in. Why are you not sitting on your shots? You know you can take CBS's power. You've taken it before. You're the fresher fighter. So sit, work his body, really let those hands go. Then start to think about uppercuts and working to the head, not necessarily countering. Go first. Get that work in. Gosh. So nice work there. Body shot. Body shot from Chris Billam-Smith. He went to the body and went to the head. Riakporhe came back with his own. And once again, like I said, it just ends up in the clinch. We've got, 50 seconds left in round number 6 of 12. We're going into the second half of the fight. Guys, who do you think's up on the cards? You know what? I feel guilty now. I should have went, because I would have been there screaming ringside. I would have had no voice left by now. Excuse me. 1-2 from Rich. What time was it? That's better. Lovely overhand there from Riakporhe. Caught CBS clean on the face, but as we know, CBS is a durable fighter. We know this. The work is so much cleaner from CBS. Combinations are cleaner. Right. I need to hear what his corner say to him now. Hold on. Oh, frig off. Oh, listen, I want to hear what the corners are saying. I am Mike. Good evening to you. Looks like Richard didn't watch the Okoli fight. No tactical, and this is what I'm saying. The tactical, but he is tactical. This is what I'm saying. Why is he not getting into that work? What is it? Why is he not sitting down? Why is he not planting his feet? Why is he not really attacking the body as we've seen him do before? It's the work is just it's smothered. Well, I hope he's pacing himself. Suzanne, good evening. Richard used to struggle with his confidence. Maybe the occasion is affecting him and making him revert. I hope not, Susan. Susan, thanks for your comment, but I've got to get that. I've got to get that off because we're trying to be positive here. Come on, the thing is, we've seen him fight. We know what he can do. We've seen these two fight before. It was a slugfest, but it's like, hold on. Yeah, viewers have put in there that obviously they've got CBS up. If he don't stop him, he's gonna. If he don't stop him, it's gonna be and still. You've got to think here. You've got to think about things such as, the output. The output is a lot slower from Richard. The accuracy of the shots are better from CBS. The judges will look at that and see that. We're not getting that from Riakporhe. 1-2 thrown into the body from Riakporhe to CBS. What are you doing? Overhand comes in from Rich. Doesn't phase CBS one bit. It's like he's almost trying to just grab him so he doesn't hit him. Gosh, this is really frustrating to watch. What on earth? Even the shots that he's throwing out, he's not really throwing them out with any gusto. There's no real the power that we know that he has. Oh, this is right. Hold on. Rich isn't doing anything. The odd jab is barely giving him a round. Neutral Franz are turning to Chris. CBS win. It bloody might be at this rate. Come on, you know what? I'm keeping it. I'm keeping that on there. But might get outworked from scoring wise. Yeah, I agree with you, Rolby. After 5, I've got it 40, 49, 47 to CBS, and that's from Emmett. Tech's got it 3-2 CBS. CBS will win or not. I don't know. We ain't got a crystal ball, Beauty. We haven't got a crystal ball. We're in round number 7 of 12. 49-47 to CBS. Yep, need some more work from Richard. 3-2 to Smith. CBS 4, React 1. The hugging is annoying. Yeah, it's very, very frustrating to watch. Neil says 2-2, maybe 3-1 CBS. Oh, behave. The commentary here is definitely pro Riakporhe. This lady is more quiet when CBS land. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely pro Riakporhe. 100%. 100%. I make no bones about that. But thank you for calling me a lady. You still got Rich on a late KO? So you're saying 3-2 CBS from Neil. Yeah, Riakporhe could lose off work rate. Great job. I got CBS. Oh, I can't even hear what Riakporhe's corner is saying. I've got CBS up 5-0, and I'm going for Riakporhe, and that's Bautista Diablo. Diablo? We like that. At this rate, CBS will win. He's not following it though, is he? Tech? Don't know. The clinching's wild. The clinching is absolutely wild. this is he's going to have to stop him, and if he doesn't stop him, this is looking peak. Look at the way he's even throwing the shots. His shoulders are hunched. He seems tense. What is going on? What is going on here? Man, I'm glad I didn't go. Imagine if I went down there and he's. Listen, I would have had no voice left. 1-2. Yeah, CBS gave him a bit of work there. Richard ended up turning his back on the ropes. What the hell is going on? I did say stoppage. I did say the fight's going to end in a stoppage. I did say it. Oh, 1-2 jab and a backhand coming in from CBS. I think he's starting to turn the screw now. Richard's like on the back foot. There's nothing really coming out. He's throwing the jab, but there's no meaning in it. There's no. And you can hear the crowd saying, "Oh, Chris Billam-Smith." Oh, the crowd. Boxing. What a brutal sport. Yeah. He's not. What is he doing? Richard, you're just not even throwing a punch. What are you doing? Billam-Smith's now just picking off shots. Come on. He's literally getting outboxed by Billam-Smith. Outboxed. And when these shots keep coming in, these are concussive shots. It's the accumulation of shots. This is not looking good. The thing is, CBS is taking his power. Oh my days. As CBS launches in him and throws in the backhand, there's just nothing coming. Nothing absolutely coming in from Riakporhe. What on earth is going on? It's just. What is he doing? Whoever's screaming, jab. Richard is not doing anything. There's no jab. There's no nothing. CBS is the more active fighter. His shoulder is so tense. Oh. Whoa. And CBS caught him with a clean one on the chin. You know what's really funny? Shane McGuigan said to me, because he wouldn't give me any like pre-fight interviews. He goes, nah, I'm not speaking to you, Team Riakporhe. And he says, I promise you, when CBS beats Riakporhe, I will give you the first interview. He says, I will give you the first, mate, I'm going to get absolutely buried by Shane McGuigan if Richard doesn't get this win. Shane McGuigan is going to literally dig that grave for me. I'm going to get totally rinsed by Shane. Look at his. It's just not. Look how tense his shoulders are. What the? Why this ain't looking good. He's fought him before, Neil. So you can't really say that. Did you write that twice? CBS ain't as stiff as Richard is. Right, Richard looking to load up with the right hand. Is he? I'm glad you can see that. Needs to get the jab going again. Double jab his way in. All of the, like I said, Emma, spot on. Like these basic boxing fundamentals. We've got 4 rounds left now. We're in round number 9. You've got it 3-3, Tech. I ain't even scoring it. All right, let's have a look. Billam comes out with the double jab. I'm going to stop complaining now. Just stop. Jab coming out from Riakporhe. Jab comes out from Riakporhe. Overhand, but once again, it misses. The timing is completely off for Riakporhe. CBS throws out the jab. Both of them throw out the jab. Body shot comes in from Richard. Men in the clinch. Ref separates the two. Uppercut comes in from CBS. Once again, guys in the clinch. Right, I'm just going to say it now. If Rich doesn't get the stoppage, he ain't winning. Simple. Body shot comes in there from Billam-Smith. Uppercut comes in from Billam-Smith inside the clinch. Riakporhe pushes him back. Rich tries to land that overhand, and he does the second time. Throws in the body shot. You've got to go in for the kill now. He's backed into the corner. Riakporhe's trying to on the attack. Holds him for the clinch. Come on! Let's have a look. Has that hurt him? Come on. Okay. He hasn't hurt him that much. Jab comes out from Richard. We've got 1 minute left, round number 9 of 12. Like I said, this is going to have to be a knockout. But I think he might have hit somewhere. Uppercut comes in from CBS. Body shot comes in from CBS. 1-2, which are hooks coming in from CBS. Really, really active. The jab comes out from CBS. The double jab, backhand. Not really landing with... Oh, beautiful shot from Richard! Come on! Come on! Oh, come on. This is it now. You know, if you don't knock him out, you're losing. Oh, God. Both men in the clinch. Both men in the clinch, and the clappers go for the 10 seconds. Right, let me go through this chat. Hold on. Oh, there's loads in here. Right, you're saying late KO. Yeah, Richard did hurt him. Right, come on, you got to step these gears up now, Rich. You've been doing nothing. Oh, beautiful the way he swept that gum shield out. Man, I would have still slapped him in that gum shield. Just win by any. No. Listen, he's got to win. Listen. Wow. There we go. That's the Richard that we know. He goes in for the kill. But what? Why did you have to wait 9 rounds to do this, my guy? Beautiful shot there. Right, here we go. Come on. Come on, round number 10. Where's Tech? I need Tech Test back in here with the Right, here we go. Right. Riakporhe throws out that jab. This is what he needed to wake him up. Billam-Smith comes in with the double jab. Throws the backhand to the body. Richard on the back foot, but jumps in, throwing the hook. Throws a shot to the body. Seems as if he woke him up a little bit there. Are we going to get that momentum? Why is it taking him 9 rounds to wake up? There we go. Yeah, all right. He's holding his hand out. Whatever. Come on. Come on. Use it. Jab. Go to the body. You know what to do. I've seen you work that body bag. CBS throws in the shot. Rich tries to throw in an uppercut. It misses. Once again, the boys in the clinch. They work out of the clinch. Double jab there from CBS. Rich there dips in. Slightly relax the shoulders. Hits the body of CBS. He didn't like that. Follow through. Can't be just hitting him with one shot. Right, backhand coming in from CBS. Warning, what's he said? Time out again. Oh, I don't know what he's saying. Just get on with it. Rich, I'm telling you now, if you don't knock him out, you ain't winning this. So You need to start to let your shots go. If you're confident that you can take the shots from CBS, you can take those combinations, sit down, and let your hands go. Yeah? 1, 2. Right, CBS throws in a body shot there. We've got 1 minute left now, round number 10 of 12. So we've got 3 rounds, just under 3 rounds left. What is it? Come on, man. Sit and throw. Right, CBS throws out the jab. Rich feints as if he's going to go to the body, throws out a jab of his own. Jab to the body from Riakporhe. That was the first time I've seen Rich slip a shot. He slipped the jab of CBS, throws back his own. Jab from Rich. Jab once again from CBS. Uppercut as he lunges in. He's saying keep it clean. CBS throwing out his own jab. The clappers have gone. Boy, so we're going into the last 2 rounds now. If he doesn't get a stoppage, he needs to bloody wake up. You need to let the hands go. He's jumping at you. Counter. Let your hands go. Counter. You got 6 minutes. 6 minutes, bro. You're going to have to get rid of him. See, Angel's telling him, you got to knock him out because you're losing. 6 minutes. Whoa. I'm glad at least he's being honest with him. Oh. You reckon CBS is going to land something heavy soon? Well, I don't know. Riakporhe fighting like he's not fighting well, is he? Referee definitely intentionally stopping Riakporhe's. You reckon, Iffy? Right, here we go. Yeah, you got to let your hands go, and you know what you can do. You can take his shots. Don't worry about your modelling contract now. You need to get in there, sit down, and start to whack up his body. Otherwise, you're going to lose. CBS is up on points. He's landed more shots. He's thrown more shots. It's been the cleaner work from him. So, do you want to be a world champion or not? What are you doing? Let your hands go. Sit down and start to whack. What is this geezer doing? You can't leave the ring. I'm listening. I've got Andy Clark because obviously I'm listening to the commentary. Andy Clark, you cannot leave this ring with regret. What is he doing, man? I didn't like this performance. Very, very poor. Very poor. I knew it would be a good fight. I knew CBS would be a tough fight, but I never imagined that Richard would not let his hands go. That he would let CBS literally, like he's doing, just unload the shots on him. I mean, fair enough, CBS's face is battered, but the shots that Richard lands count, but he's not landing enough. He's using his head to go in. He's gonna end up losing a point. He can't lose any points. Oh my days. Right. We're round 11. We've got just over a minute left. And I'm not seeing anything I'm impressed with from Richard. CBS literally, you finding the angles, going to the head, going to the body with his left hand. Stop looking at the ref, man. 1, 2. There we go. There we go, Richard. 1, 2. Where's that? Throw another one. Get back. Find your range. 1, 2. Come back in. 1, 2, 3. Whack, whack, whack. Get to the body. What? There we go. But follow it through. Don't just throw the 1-2. Follow it through. Sit down. Oh man, we've got 24 seconds. We've got 24 seconds left. Round number 11 of 12. Billam just jumping into the shots. 1-2 coming in from Billam, pushing Riakporhe back onto the ropes. A competent display from Billam-Smith. Really, really good work from Chris Billam-Smith. You have to give him his credit. He's doing really well in here. Well, if you don't get this knockout, mate, you're too close to him. You're better than this. You're better than this. Where's the jab? Where's the mid-range? Listen, the thing is, I know what Angel's saying to him because, like I said, I've been in the gym and seen it. So when he's saying, oh, you're better than this, where are these shots? He's telling the truth. Oh, bro. Yeah, he's miles behind. He jumped for the 12th and final round. Oh my God, there's so much in the chat. Come on. Right, here we go. Right, I'm going to commentate now. I'm going to stop shouting. Here we go. Double jab, hook coming in from CBS. 1-2 coming in from Riakporhe. Jab, double jab coming in from CBS, double jab from Riakporhe, double jab from CBS. Rich tries to throw one back and CBS slips under it. Once again, both men in the clinch. I don't want to see no boxing now. I just want to see just let your hands go because you're getting peppered. There's just why so? Got 2 minutes left. I need to see something. Right, uppercut coming in. 1-2 from Billam-Smith. Billam is literally controlling the round. 1 minute, 46 seconds. Billam-Smith's controlling the round. Richard is not sitting on anything. He's not throwing anything. We're not seeing anything. Any shot that he does try and throw is overloading. Is losing this. Really, really bad performance. Really bad performance. And this just goes to show inactivity with some fighters. Nothing coming back. We've got 1 minute left, guys. 1 minute left. It's and still. Both men in the clinch once again. What is he do? Do you want this belt? Do you want this belt? What is he doing? Double jab coming out from CBS. What is there to do now? We've got 40 seconds. 40 seconds. He's took a point. He's took a point. He's fluffed it. Mate, you don't want it. What are you doing? Terrible. Billam's putting in the work, even though he's miles ahead on the card. CBS is still putting in that work, still throwing the shots, still working, not resting on his laurels. We've got terrible. Oh my days. Congratulations to CBS. Congratulations to CBS. You did say I'm gonna have to put it up. I'm gonna have to put it up. So you get the fight in your hometown. Yeah, really, really good work from CBS. Absolute massive congratulations to him. I don't know what the hell Richard was doing in there. I can't wait to speak to him. Subpar. What the hell? What kind of performance was that? Right? I know. Well, I've spoke to Ben Shalom. Ben Shalom says that CBS wants to unify. Madonna's left the chat. Oh, wait. Madonna's left it. Listen, he's going to unify. So he will fight Zerdal Ramirez, Jaya Pataya. I don't want to hear about like struggling to make the weight and all that either. I'm not having that. I know that Richard wanted to go up to heavyweight, but I'm a massive, massive fan, friend, my favorite fighter. But nah, give the credit where it's due. Chris Billam-Smith absolutely outboxed him. So massive congratulations to him. But that's terrible. Hold on, let's have a look. BG London, what the F? Richard let CBS retain his title in Crystal Palace. Raji saying a boring fight. I don't think it was boring. I thought it was all right. I just think that Richard just didn't do anything. Let's have a look. It's been awful from the midnight train tonight. I don't know if he's been injured or he's just fluffed or stage fright. It could be stage fright. CBS ain't even world level. I'm calling it. Rich has become civilized, modeling, Madonna, boxing doesn't seem to be the priority. Oh, my heart breaks. My heart breaks. Dodge, what if you're right? Terrible labor, terrible fight to watch. South London down bad. South London down bad. You think it was Jao Pataya in his head? Nah, I don't think so. Pataya will punch holes in CBS. We'll see. Richard versus Okoli at Bridgerweight. First professional defeat. Unanimous. Absolutely. And still. Congratulations. Congratulations. I really wanted Richard to win, but I knew it'd be a good fight. And congratulations to CBS. Literally outboxed him. Let's have a look. What's Emma saying? Never knew how good Richard was, and I still don't. Emma, my heart breaks. All London boys lost. All London boys. Midnight train didn't arrive. Typical UK service. Oh my days. Yeah, it was. Yeah, definitely by a mile. Scott Thomas, the cruiserweight was stacked with British talent. However, none of the big fights ended up living up to the hype. Okoli versus Chamberlain, Okoli versus CBS Riakporhe. All I saw was CBS clinching. CBS clinching. Richard needs to focus on his boxing. Too much time being a Legal Eagles, good evening. Too much time being a model and hanging around with Madonna. There's only one picture with them together. CBS fights any other champ is losing. Oh, don't be like that. You don't know. We don't know. Just like I said, that's like I said to when I spoke with Ben Shalom. I said, look, it's a good fight. We don't know who's going to win. I know who I'd like to win, but we don't know who's going to win. This loss, Riakporhe's Illuminati application is now rejected. Oh, my days. Madonna wasn't interested in Richard's friggin' neck. You gave him 3 rounds. Scott Excaria, 8-3. Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's have a look. Emmett saying 116, 112, CBS. No stage fright. No stage right. Tommy was saying no stage fright. Richard ain't that guy. Well, clearly not there. She's obviously got what. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I told you I'm not speaking about them people on my live. Richard was lucky not being disqualified with all of the holding and jumping in with his head. Shame it used to be fun to watch. What? It was an awful fight for Richard. It wasn't for CBS. There's no way I'm going to take away what CBS did tonight. You can't do that. It doesn't matter how much I like someone. It doesn't matter how much I'm a fan of them. There's absolutely no way I'm going to take away credit from what CBS has done. It was a good fight. Yeah, Ben Whittaker fight was good. He got the rounds in. It's just that his opponent was really subpar. Richard just did not wake up. Didn't wake up. My question is to Richard, were you asleep? What were you doing? What were you thinking when your coach was telling you what to do? What were you thinking? Why did you not let your hands go? Why were you so tense? Why were you just covering up and going into him and then trying to clinch him? I'm going to have to apologise to Shane now. Yeah, massive congratulations. Let me go through this chat. What happened to Richard? He's let himself down big time. Don't know what's gone. Can tell CBS training, sparring more intense than Riakporhe should go back to the lab. Single shots is not good enough. I've seen him spar, and this is not what I've seen there. This is what I'm saying. It's like, I just think it's inactivity. I think it's inactivity. I just don't think he's fought enough. I think he should have. I'm just looking at Alex. Hold on. No, it was a world title fight, Philip. Hold on, Alex. Shout out to Alex Abs. I know you're fuming. Your man's got performance anxiety. Do you imagine that? CBS haters looking dry. Who's hating CBS? I think you said that before. Or you just doing that to? Yeah, absolutely massive. Yeah, WBO. Absolutely massive respect to CBS. Yeah. You know what? Doesn't it feel like that? Chobster's got a point. It feels like, what is it? Chobster, spot on with that comment. Absolute salute to CBS. So Vegas. Right, Zerdo. Right. Nobody wants Opataya. He wants Zerdo rather than Opataya. Whatever. At least he's going to stay active. Riakporhe versus Okoli. Yeah, very disappointing. What happened? 150. Well, it's not mad though, is it? Trains on strike. Mate. More than on strike. I can't blame the referee. The referee was doing what he should be doing. I'm not looking at the referee. You can't make excuses, can you? CBS was putting his shots together better. He was landing more shots. There weren't these power shots. But he put his shots together really, really well. He was able to find angles. He was able to land the jab. He was able to throw to the body. He was able to throw uppercuts. And if you want to look at it like that, he just took control of the fight, and Richard didn't have the answers for it. I don't know. Yeah, look at Shane. Shane is going to absolutely bury me tomorrow. What I might do, I might just post a white flag on Instagram and say, sorry, Shane. Madonna breaks up with Riakporhe and starts dating Ben Whittaker. Maybe it was a good decision by Ben to pull out of the upper tight. Oh, things look different in the light, don't they? You can't even argue, can you? McGuigan and CBS came with the right strategy, and we do know that McGuigan is a strategist. Um, I mean, 117, 110. Injury. I don't know. CBS was clinching as well as him. I know what you're saying because there's clinches on the side that the referee can see in the referee's eye, which Richard was doing, and then there's clinches on the other side. I know that, and I've seen that before. I saw it with a Coley and CBS. However, win by any means necessary. If you're going to play the game, you got to play it properly. Right. CBS, lucky all the top cruiserweights retired. I need to see Brady's back. CBS said the train would be delayed. Oh, great commentary. Yeah. Richard ain't young anymore. His only chance at a title now is probably not doing the Lawrence Coley route, saying he's got to go up to Bridger to get a title. Martel saying Richard do trash. Just you just lost 1,000 on him, but the Davis might win it back. Don't gamble, or just throw like $10. 1,000 is exceptionally. That's a lot of money. You might want to have a look at that. Martel, that's too much. Gamble away. Hold on. I was just listening to what Johnny Nelson was saying. Music era, CBS, Lawrence, Richard. Yeah, definitely. And I think Music said he wants to come back down, doesn't he? Okoli and Riakporhe handed CBS wins, both hugged him for 12 rounds. Or is it CBS is just the better fighter that it can nullify their work? We can't listen. I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can be, and you've just got to say it for what it is. CBS is the better fighter. He's beat both of them. You can't like his last fight. He fought smarter than this, but his last opponent was a real low level. His last opponent, where CBS were having the tougher fights. Good night, Emmett. Sorry, October. I think I'm going to cry. Why? I can't. I can't. I think I'm more annoyed than anything, if I'm honest. Yeah. Activity. I'm going to blame activity. He has got stamina. He just didn't let his hands go. Didn't let his hands go one bit. Yeah, Neil saying CBS is a dog. He won't beat up a tire, but he won't dock him either. And well, he said that he wants a Zerdal fight, didn't he? So he's not mentioned because they mentioned Jao Pattaya was supposed to come over tonight because they're potentially speaking about a unification. But then he says Las Vegas, so he wants Zerdal. Um, yeah, absolutely, totally agree with you. Good wins for CBS. And the thing is, Shane was saying that, CBS was the one that there wasn't sure how far he was ever going to get. And he's a world champion and he's took a belt and he's defended it twice. So hats off to him. I agree. Yeah, his stamina. It was almost like it was stage fright. Nobody's not saying his name. Mate, I just don't gamble. I don't even understand how to. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to say the last one on here now because what time is it? 20 to midnight. Riakporhe should try. Nah, Bridgerweight, you know what? Look, they can do what they want, but to me, Bridgerweight just seems like an excuse because you got beat at Cruiser. I'm not really having like, let's go to Bridgerweight. Fair enough, it's there and there's a belt there and whatever, but it's Cruiserweight or heavyweight. Richard's got to really sit down and have an honest word with himself about what happened in there, why he didn't let his hands go, why he was so tense, and why he was almost just not even in the ring. He's had better spars than that. So, and that's just me being honest. I have to be honest. Do you know what I mean? I'm his biggest cheerleader, but I'm not going to sit here and start making up excuses. We don't do that here. It's tough love around here. Yeah, look, let's see. Right. CBS says he really wants to box in America. So fight either of them over there, but obviously Zerdol's there. He's not going to want to fight Opetaya, but if Opetaya's put in front of CBS, he ain't going to dock him, is he? Skyliner. Good. I'm glad you're subscribing because I've been here for 3.5 hours and I'm disappointed that Richard lost. But I've had an absolutely fantastic evening with you guys. It's been fun as per usual. I don't know when I'm doing the next one. Like I said, I'm at the Birmingham event for Tyler Denny and Felix Cash for Matchroom that is in Birmingham this week. Can't wait for that. Another good card. But I'll be at that event, so there won't be a watch along for that. But I'll keep you guys posted. You know, sometimes I jump on the lives in the week. I'm going to try and get some live content, maybe with Johnny Nelson. Well, I might try and even get Spencer Oliver just to discuss this. Hopefully, I'll get that. I'll get that conversation now with Shane McGuigan, which is going to be comedy gold. I wouldn't miss that because he's going to absolutely beast me. But this is what we love about the sport. And the thing is, I can take it. I can give it out, but I can take it. You guys have been brilliant. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want, whatever. Because you know, most of my viewers aren't subscribers. It's crazy that, isn't it? But anyway, I'm going to go. I'm tired and there's another card coming. Like I said, you guys are fab. And I'll see you all soon. Have a fantastic evening. And you know what we always say? What do we always say at October Red? I don't know. You tell me.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care. People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care. People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.